What a way to start off.
If that's actually how we started, that'd be amazing.
Yeah!
Little Wayne gets a copyright strike on the channel.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
I'm more surprised I didn't get so many DMCAs when I first started streaming and didn't understand how VODs worked. So, I was just like, you know how I'll start my stream? Playing music that I like and no one else likes. Turns out, the bots like it. And the bots know it.
Bots know all. The bots are looking at you with a tooth-eating grin saying, oh, he done fucked up.
Yeah, well, joke's on them. Now I am part bot.
There you
This
go.
beeps all my boops, they say.
Yep, there's a reason why in the server I'm called Enoch Beep Boopson. Enoch doesn't have a last name, so I can make it whatever I want.
Yet you don't make that his actual last name.
I mean, it's never come up. Right now, like, where Enoch comes from, everyone's so poor they just have first names. The closest thing to a person with a last name was the person who adopted him, and that's just because everyone called him Ol before his first name.
First name Old.
Last name Joe. Also, I have to be careful with this new tumbler I bought. My mom was helping me out, looked one up online. Didn't take a good look at it. It has straw in it, so whenever it would open, I got to find this out today, it would immediately start venting from the bottom through the straw. So it was like having a hentai protagonist in my kitchen as I just covered my floor in energy drink.
Aw.
Yeah, no, like, the volume and size of it was honestly impressive and disgusting. There's a reason why I said that particular analogy.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, oh man. Just for the record, how many of you guys are excited for the finale for Unexpectables tomorrow?
I
It'll be a
am.
thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm expecting to cry. I'm probably going to cry at the end of it because this is the longest I've been following any campaign online other than any ones I was in.
I've been watching them in VODs, so I'm gonna have to wait.
I started watching them. I want to say it was around November, like October, November 2018, or no, 2017. 2017 is when I first, like, I had heard of them, but it's when I first actually sat down and started watching all of the episodes, and I think they were... I don't remember where they were at that point. I think they were, like... Remy had just been introduced. I think that's where I came in.
Yep.
The first
My
episode was
first
put, I was gonna say the first episode was put on YouTube the week I moved into my house. So yeah,
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, oh, this is kind of... I'm just sitting here just starting to get into D&D, and I heard those guys starting to play a campaign. I'm like, oh, this is the exact time
Yeah.
I play.
Because that was when they were regularly uploading the VODs to Taka's YouTube, and usually, at that time, it was a time when I usually, when I had to work, and I had to work, like, super early on Thursday mornings. So I would come home, watch a little bit of the show up until I had to go to bed, and then I would watch the rest in the VOD the next morning before my shift.
I think I was still working at my old job as the night backdoor AP, so I was able to catch them live because I was awake at that point anyway. So
Yeah, I was working in a detail shop at the time. I had been there at the time about 5-ish, yeah, a little over 5 years at the time. And I ended up getting let go, or I ended up getting laid off around March, like end of February 2019 is when I ended up getting laid off from there. So just like a couple more years after that happened.
I quit my last job because I hated it there. The stress was not worth it.
Oh yeah.
and
So
I quit
I
my job this week.
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that. Which
Enough for me. I was working the same job I'm working now, but for a different company.
Thank you, El
Uh,
Robot, for reminding me that I have the alert still on. I need to mute those.
It's gonna
Yeah,
say
like, I-
based on that last interaction with what I'm assuming is one of your bosses, Vaughn. I had a feeling you were probably going to quit eventually.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just glad I quit before I punched him.
true.
Yeah,
that
You know,
like-
could have been
that
an
up to you
assault.
both.
Was that just like a shift manager, or was that the store manager?
Store manager.
Mm.
Which, he should be quitting sometime here soon, too. Apparently, he was going to leave in April, so...
Hmm.
I wasn't
You
going
beat
to...
him.
I wasn't
You
gonna
beat him out the door.
I wasn't going to stick around for another person to come in and decide to make that place a bigger mess.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, they totally forgot I quit on Monday, and so they called me up today like, hey, when are you coming in for my for your shift? And I let them go to my voicemail.
They'll
You
figure
left
it
them
out.
on red.
Take this. Get before DMCA.
That reminds me of, I have like this ex-girlfriend relationship with my old job. And what I mean by that is like, I remember getting an email from them, hey, we've done a lot to revamp the store and we've changed. And it reads like an ex that just, come on, I've changed, just take me back.
Just
And
one
then-
more.
Help.
Come back to me. I miss you, please.
And then I learned, because I was working at the grocery store, and one of my former managers came in and told me they got rid of my job, and now the managers have to do that. They cut a bunch of people off. I'm like, wow, I really made the right decision.
That's how I am with my Domino's job. Like they were, like I went to go to pizza the other day, and they're like, hey, we're really struggling. We fired the one manager that was being a bit of a bitch to you. Can you come back? I was like, well, see, here's the thing. I'm making more money at my place, and I'm working only 15 hours a week, so I'm gonna go ahead and say a no to that.
Yeah, I was working 6 days a week for less than $12 an hour. They're not getting me to come
Oof.
back.
I know, like, I know what you were making because I had the local version of your job, and yeah, no, it's not worth it.
I mean, that's the one thing I'll say about Lowe's. I mean, the store that I work at is not a bad store to work at, and they're paying me a little over 14 an hour, which is the most I've ever made per hour at a job that I've ever worked at. The only thing I don't really like about it is some of the management, like the upper management, are kind of bitches, but it's like nothing that I can really sit and complain about.
Yeah, that's just upper management in general.
Yeah, people don't quit jobs; they quit management.
Yeah.
I mean, we have this one guy, Tom. He's supposed to be our specialty ASM, and the dude's probably like in his 40s, but he acts like he's a fucking like a not like a teenager, but he acts like a college kid.
Well,
That's true.
we're all here, so I'm gonna switch over to the live scene.
Yeah. Also making sure I got you guys on the right map here. Yep, on the landing page. Huh.
When I learned
So-
something with gifts, they've taken out the inverted. They've fixed them kind of. Now there's like this weird film over it. It's weird.
Ah.
Because I noticed in my other group that one of their gifts that was inverted is no longer inverted.
Well,
Really?
we shall
Huh.
test this.
I'm curious now if it did here, so I'm just gonna roll a random moonbeam. Yep, see what I mean? It's like dusty.
Still looks creepy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You found, congratulations, Draco. You found the one way to make the moon from Zelda even creepier.
Yay! That was the goal.
All right. Before the moon strikes us, any last order of business we take care of before you start the session proper?
No, I don't think.
I got
I
nothing.
think we're good.
All right. Let me go ahead and go ahead and get this queued up. Right, notes. Gonna grab my notes. Here they are. Pages and pages when most of the stuff you have written down is just the intro. Man, I love it. All right. And here we go. Welcome, one and all, to session 22 of Chult of Personality. When last we left our expedition, Wick, the Squashling Cleric, Dad, the Half-Elf Witch, Enoch, the Human Warlock, Elise, the Wood Elf Ranger Fighter, and Zeno, the Half-Elf Sorcerer. Our party arrived at the Shrine of Kubazan, the Froghemoth, which bore a deep pool with the frog statue in the middle. Upon seeing a set of 3 ice stalks in the water, Rick splashed the water, disturbing an actual Froghemoth. Though the fight was dire for Kawasha and Wick, the party managed to stun-lock the Froghemoth with the power of lightning. After slaying the beast, Wick and Dan found a key in the frog statue's mouth, which gave them access to the inside of the shrine proper. Bearing the warning of giving back as much as we take, Dan flew to the puzzle cube across a spiked pit and traded the cube for a block of incense. Chult, in this case, did provide. Our heroes perused the ruins as they traveled north, happening upon a seemingly abandoned campsite belonging to another group, the Company of the Yellow Banner, who was also searching for the cubes to gain access to a place called the Tomb of the 9 Gods. Attempting a long rest at the campsite, the party was then accosted by a wizard in red robes from an organization claimed to be the Arcane Brotherhood. After capturing the wizard, after which it was revealed that Orvex was a part of their expedition originally, the party continued their long rest. The wizard, now identified as Thasma, bartered for her freedom in exchange for a certain object, another puzzle cube bearing the image of Aijin, the Almirage. Enoch and Elise honored the agreement, and Thasma parted ways. After their rest, Dan continued some short-range aerial reconnaissance for potential sites to explore. With 3 puzzle cubes now in their possession, where else are the remaining 6 puzzle cubes, and what other dangers await our party? Let's find out. And with that, go ahead and bring you guys over to the Omu map. All right.
Much farther down than I remembered.
Gotta zoom out a bit more and scroll down. Ah, yes.
Yeah, right. That found us. Hooray.
Alright, so don't mind the numbers that are posted on the map. I just marked those as places that you have seen, whether it's by air or on foot.
I remember
As
we were
places of
talking
note.
about checking this place out.
Yeah, there was mention of a fallen tree or a bolt across that way. There's also up here
There was up here.
the shrine.
Here's the one
and
over
then
here,
up
I think.
here and there.
Yeah. And then we still had that one that was looming on the cliff over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember because we checked this one, and that one had the Almirage out there, so that was the one that was already taken. And Dan wanted to know what was in this building since it was so big.
Yes.
It was, you said, this building over here?
These.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. Grab my book for all my notes. Dan, since you're curious, I'll have you roll percentile as you peruse that set of ruins.
Sure. 35.
35. Okay. Ah, crap. I gotta grab my ass, you guys. Make your way over to there. We've spent about 20 minutes perusing through that set of ruins. Unfortunately, there's really nothing of note inside of that place.
What? There's nothing in here, and it's whatever.
People might have stolen, considering it's so empty.
I suppose. Just looks big and important. Whatever.
Well, remember, we got the Yanti around here as well as those yellow banner folks, so it's possible people have already started looting as much of this place as they can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Either they were looted already, or the people that lived here took everything out.
So what's the next plan of attack from here? Do we go north, or do we try to cross the river to the other one?
Well, we talked about going north because there was that big place you said you saw way in the corner.
Right. Alright then.
All right. So you guys continue up the central promenade.
Whoa, that building over there looks real big.
It's like a mansion.
Would be worth a quick scout.
All right. So as you make your way to the promenade and you descend down this set of stairs over here. I gotta find the page here. This one. An overturned wagon lies on the street ahead. Rotting flower petals litter the ground around it, and bees nest in its broken wheels. A freshly cut garland of jungle flowers hangs from the wagon's tongue.
Bees are at the wagon's wheels? Did you say?
Yeah. Yeah, there are some bees that are just buzzing around.
Oh, okay.
Little bees.
Don't bother them, and they won't bother you. They're like,
Oh no, I love bees. They are good for pollination and my harvests. Little bees.
Roll an animal handling check for me, Wick.
Okie dokie.
please roll high. I want the bees to be like, just say hi.
They wave their little forearm.
Oh, let's see. Animal handling. There you are.
Oh my god.
And the nat 20.
Pay no attention to little me.
Well,
Not bees, they're wasps.
Spiciest bees.
Wick, as you approach this wagon, some of the bees attempt to dart around and they attempt to sting you, but thankfully they can't quite get through to your armor. It seems like they're getting a little angry, and after a while, it seems like they buzz off and kind of make for the hives that are in the wagon wheel.
Oh dear.
You probably should leave them alone.
Yes. They have made their home there.
So is the wagon all we see? Because it looks like I said there's a mansion over here or possibly a temple because courtyards equal important.
Hmm. Well, let's see. There is the wagon which is overturned, and then there's a couple of ruins that are over there. Yeah.
Might as well check around.
All right. Well, you're going to be checking around.
Well, at the risk of being stung, I'll first try to overturn the wagon, see if it had anything in it.
Okay. Make one more animal handling check for me.
Yay. 10.
10.
The other side just likes torturing us, doesn't it?
Well, you do manage to lift the wagon and kind of turn it over. It's kind of heavy, but it lets a resounding thud, and the bees just kind of dart about. They don't sting you, but they seem to be a little bit aggravated. However, a moss-covered stone lies half buried in the mud underneath the wagon. Concentric rings of inscriptions cover its surface, some written in common, and others etched in jagged cuneiform.
I assume I can read both?
Mm-hmm.
What's this say?
It says, Queen Napaka proclaims that the free people of Omu fear nothing. Brave new gods protect us, and Uptau dead before but does no longer. Omu will arise again, and the Paka shall reclaim all that is hers by right of conquest.
Huh.
And oddly enough, this is written in both, and you also recognize there is common written on this as well, which translates what you're able to read.
Yeah. Looks like they're saying this in both languages. This Queen Opaka lady.
Let me see if I've heard of that, as Orvix kind of goes over. That name doesn't seem quite familiar to me. Although, I suppose if we could use this as a cipher of sorts, I mean, I know I'm rather proficient with it, but that does seem like to be quite the stone, though. If you'll give me a moment, he reaches into his pack and he grabs, some parchment, and he'll also grab some charcoal. And he sets the charcoal upon the stone and he begins to rub it out on top of it in order to transcribe the cuneiforms on it. If you wish to explore it a bit, it'll take me some time to etch this out.
Okay. I mean, we got some ruins around here we can check.
Onward.
Let's see. As after a little while, let's see. All right. So which room were you guys gonna be heading to?
Might as well check out the big fancy building.
Yep, that one.
All right. With that, let's see. We'll have DeLuna and Chaco. I'll have you each roll percentile for me.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. That's a 72.
16.
72 and a 16. Okay, let's see.
We gotta hit the sweet spot eventually.
Okay. Dan, I want you to roll a d6 for me.
Okie doke. That's 5.
A 5, okay. So you spent about 20 minutes searching between the two buildings. Dan, you're actually pleasantly surprised. In one of the ruins in the bigger house, you do find some wild roots growing in there.
Ooh.
You find 3.
I will grab those and put them in my... There you are. Excellent.
As you guys make your way out of there, as you're making your way back, Kawasha just stops for a moment. I'm gonna see if he recognizes this. I've got an idea. He just kind of looks around. Over here. He just kind of ducks over to one bush that's in between the wall of this ruin and this little corner over here. Give me a moment. And as he goes over towards the stone, which at this point Orvix is kind of done transcribing this stuff, you see Kawasha set this flower petal down, and he takes a couple of steps back, and he just kind of motions to Orvex, step back a little bit if you would. And very timidly from the stone, you see rising up from it, a Chewinga.
Oh.
Your friend.
Hey.
And Orvex just kind of doubles back over for a second. What?
No, it's okay. We've met a couple of these things before.
Yeah, they're real nice.
I figured that was what they were, as he kind of points around the various petals and whatnot that are scattered. It looks like some things were making offerings to it. So I figured we repaid in kind. And Elise, you kind of notice that as this Chewinga just kind of looks, it kind of looks back and forth between you and Kawasha. Then back to Kawasha, then back to you. And it just kind of timidly just kind of goes and walks down towards your feet.
Insight.
Sure.
18.
18? It seems like it's looking at your hair.
She won't do anything unless it does anything, unless it does anything malicious, she won't do anything.
Alright. Well, you just gotta stand there and it begins to climb up the side of your leg, and it just kind of makes its way up and up your back, and you feel it slightly tugging at your hair, and you feel it kind of let go of your the back of your armor as it just kind of dangles from your hair a little bit. It actually doesn't feel that heavy, but you definitely notice it right there.
She's just kind of ignoring it, figuring it's just playing around.
I think it wishes for a lock of your hair.
She'll reach down and with her dagger, she'll cut a small chunk of her hair off. Not like anything noticeable, but just like a very small chunk of her hair off, and motion to hand it to the creature or give it to the creature.
Oh! You offer the lock of hair to it, and it dances around, and oh god, I gotta where's my DMG at? You know what? Alright.
Little bald guy just wants some hair. Need a toupee.
Hold on a sec. Blessings and charms. Let's see. DMG.
And we already know one of the things it can give us.
I was about to say, for Easmill, I think I pinned in one of our DMs a list of all the Chewinga blessings.
Yes, I'll have to look that up here, because I was expecting it. Let's see, Vaughn, where are your DMs at?
So many people ask that question. I kid, I'm not popular.
There it is.
When Enoch receives a message or casts message, does it show up as like a text?
Enoch can cast message. I don't have that invocation. Well, no.
I
I'm
do.
thinking sending. I don't have message. That's a different spellcaster I have.
Okay. I have both message and sending.
I don't have sending anymore. I used to have it on one of my other characters.
Let's see.
Now that I think about it, it's funny. The guy with social anxiety is the one with 2 messaging spells.
Well, of course, you need to be able to get a hold of somebody so they can go to the grocery store for you.
True.
For the record, just because I remember this, I do technically still have locate creature up, and I think I have that for less than an hour at this point.
Oh, yeah. Right, locate creature. You said you were targeting Nanny Poo Poo, yes? Or
Yep.
a hag.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you've been traveling around, you haven't detected anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so
If we did, I'd be like, wow, we must have been just outside the radius.
Strange above game question. Would this particular like city / location be larger or smaller than 6 miles all around?
This would be. Oh god, I would have to look at the key.
Several thousand feet.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's possible she's still in here somewhere.
1 mile is like it's like 1,280 feet, and from what I can measure so far, it looks like to be about less than that. It looks to be only like a couple of miles.
Yep. Alright, so I finally figured out what you are under the effects of, Elise, and I will DM that to you real quick.
So it's not another animal charm.
There you go.
Okay. Could you link me that, like the actual thing from the DM Guild? I have it as a PDF. I just don't want to pull it up.
Alright. So basically, an above game, I'll just kind of fill this into. The trigger gave you a charm of vitality. This charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of the potion of vitality as an action. Once you do so, the charm vanishes from you. While under the effects of the potion of vitality, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend.
Okay. Okay.
And I DM that description to you as well.
She kind of like feels that effect happen, and she just nods to the creature, and will like kind of lean down and give it like a soft like pat on the head, and then just kind of like very gently kind of like send it on its way.
Alright, you kind of pat it, and it kind of usually kind of does that little over the shoulder turn as it kind of stoops down a little bit, and as you go to push it off, it makes its way back to the stone with the cuneiform, and it vanishes inside of it.
That was refreshing.
Well, so far that's more than we found in the last, what, like 5 buildings?
Yeah.
I mean, I found some wild root. That's useful.
Yes. It is actually quite useful indeed. Alright, so, do you want to continue on towards the northeast, or do you want to roundabout start going to the west? Or to the east? That. Northwest or east, I should say.
Well, there's
I think we
plenty.
should-
Oh, go ahead.
I think we should just finish off this big corner over there.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. You make your way down towards the promenade, and make your way towards this spot over here. That's the there it is. A ruined amphitheater looms over the surrounding buildings. Vines cling to its steps and animal statues line its stands. The muddy ground outside is stripped clean of vegetation. And hold on a sec, I just gotta add for this. An eerie silence hangs over the area. No birds cry, no insects chirp, nothing stirs.
Well, this seems a bit unnatural.
It is kind of spooky.
Very unsettling.
Yes, indeed.
Also, Enoch, a point. I was more referring to the fact points of the ground where there's nothing growing than points of the stands. I feel like something's making sure that that area stays muddy.
Maybe.
It could be something magical. I mean, if there's no animals or insects or anything around this area, they usually steer clear of spooky things.
That is worth looking at. Enoch will, blink his eyes and Eldritch Sight goes off.
Alright, as you're detecting magic, you don't detect any magic within your 30 feet.
I'm not getting anything, close by. Might have to look around more, but... Well, I mean, anyone hunt against going a little deeper in here and checking this out?
Onward.
He waddles forward.
All right, then.
Okay. Alright, so just got to do a little bit of clearing as we're getting some of the stuff set up over here. As you're making your way closer to the amphitheater, you see there's a couple of places where seems like there's a lot more mud that's focused around here. And, you see there are some pretty large reptilian tracks that are here.
Uh-oh.
At least I want you to roll a survival check for me as you're making your way closer.
I was just about to ask.
I knew you'd ask.
Nat 1. No
Can...
effort, inspiration.
Yeah, that's...
There we go.
Alright, a soft 20. These tracks, as you're making your way across, the footprints themselves are easily 5 feet from the back talon on these prints to the front claws. That there are 3 claws on the front and 1 claw in the back.
So the measurement between the 2 prints is 5 feet.
Well, no, that's just the size of the actual footprint.
Oh, okay.
Big.
Oh, no.
Shit, we're dealing with an adult dragon. This is above me, by the way.
With that survival check, this doesn't seem like a dragon that you've encountered. In fact, from your experience tracking, you suspect that this might be perhaps a large bipedal dinosaur of sorts?
She thinks
Whether it's
that
an Allosaurus or a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you're not exactly sure.
she kind of pauses, looks at it, and says, well, the best I can say is that we could possibly be dealing with a larger dinosaur.
Oh, great, because we've already had so much luck with those.
Carnivorous or herbivore?
Well, my best bet is T-Rex, so you can come to that conclusion.
And I think it's safe to say that if it's going to come after us, it's probably going to try to eat us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if it was an herbivore, that wouldn't be an issue.
If it was an
wouldn't come
herbivore,
after us.
yes, but at the same time, look at our luck so far.
The second he says that, Enoch takes 2 steps away from Zeno.
I know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
The day I meet an herbivore T-Rex is the day I retire from being a huntress.
Above game, like, Wick should be afraid of both types, because they would both try to eat them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because the reverse problem of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Just having to draw out inside this amphitheater a wee bit better. But...
Oh god, I think we're... Careful, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about to have an encounter.
Ugh. Here's hoping this dinosaur has deep pockets. I need spell components.
I don't know why a dinosaur would be carrying gold, but to each their own.
Hey, man, Final Fantasy logic here. Whatever works.
I mean, it could have eaten someone that had a lot of gold in their pockets.
Apparently, it ate everything to the point that this area is completely barren, so...
Well, I don't know if the T-Rex is responsible for, and he'll gesture to everything. Probably a lot that led to Omu being abandoned.
Well, also...
Maybe it's a magical T-Rex.
I mean, yeah.
Well, let's not think that.
Well, also points out that from what we saw of the footprints, it looks like it has 1 back foot and 3 front feet. I don't know of anything that naturally has that. Then thinks back to the froghemoth. Are those natural?
I don't know.
Elise shrugs.
I don't know, but I would assume yes.
Well, the
Alright.
nature here is terrifying.
You're just
So,
not figuring this out?
Yeah, I think we've known that for quite some time.
Yeah, but at least it made sense. When things don't have normal number of legs, that's when it stops making sense.
Yes, because that's the only time it doesn't make sense.
alright,
mean-
Wick and Elise. At this point, as you're making your way through this section of the amphitheater, you find there's a hole in the side where some of the wall has crumbled, and as you begin to make your way through it, you see a large Tyrannosaurus Rex-like creature with a massive horn on its front, adorned in various multicolored feathers of reds, blues, yellows, and reds, and oranges, and all sorts, as it's laying down in one corner, seemingly asleep.
Oh, good.
It does not currently notice you.
Elise's pupils dilate.
Well, we now
Get
know what
out
it is.
of here. Let's get out of here.
Well, wait, but what if there's treasure? What if it's guarding treasure?
Let's see. Dan, at this point, let's see. Your detect magic.
You mean Enoch?
Yeah,
Oh, Enoch, right. My apologies.
all good.
To be fair,
You
that's a spare you would think Dan would have.
That's fair.
It's only another 30. We'll say over in this area over here, you detect... Let's see, would that be... You detect some divination magic underneath the ruins that are over this way.
Well, good news, bad news, guys. You remember that statue we found where we had to solve the maze on it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, something over there in that pit is glowing with the same kind of magic, which could be really useful. But then, bad news, gestures over to giant monster. That.
Oh, push. I think we can deal with that.
We might be able to just have someone sneak in and grab it. We might not have to fight the dinosaur. Who's the sneakiest among us all?
Well, game, I have a 2 in stealth, so this would only end in tragedy for me.
I have a
I
plus
have-
7.
I have a 1.
Gestures at shiny reflective plates all over his body. Not good.
I can make a very dark bubble.
I can do what I did back at the Goblin Camp if someone wants to come with me.
You stood around and did nothing at the Goblin Camp. I did a lot of talking at the Goblin Camp.
Wait a minute.
Above game, I'm referring to Pass Without Trace.
Alright. Question. How stealthy are you guys being as you're kind of over by the entrance of the amphitheater?
I mean, I would imagine that we're at least hiding and probably whispering.
Yeah,
I would
I
Yeah.
hope
don't think
so.
we're talking at normal volume considering the sleeping dinosaur.
We're not yelling. It is a totally normal way to talk like this.
Pay no attention to the people behind the wall.
We're not here. Go back to sleep.
Let's just put it this way, Milla. We're the quietest we are because when we're not quiet, spells are firing.
Mm.
Ooh, I have an
I'm
idea.
going to.
Ooh.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I can actually turn into a super duper normal pumpkin. At least if you want to carry me over there, if the T-Rex thingamabobby starts to wake up, I can cast darkness while you're trying to sneak.
I can make things a little bit easier on that regard too, if you wish.
He tilts his head.
Above game.
Fast without trace. Okay.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Porque no los dos.
I mean, I'll go ahead and drop it. It lasts for up to an hour, so.
Now I'm just imagining Wick as a pumpkin, also undetected.
Yep.
Alright, I gotta look up stats here. I'm gonna need stealth checks from you guys.
All right.
That's each creature I choose within 30 feet, so I'm literally choosing everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
Squashing is the squash form. Here we go. Right, come on. So you have the source of 1 minute. You can attract the vines. It makes sense.
Alright, hold on a sec. I gotta look up. Alright. I have to look and see what their perception checks are. Alright. 1 minute, tretrifies. Alright, so, Elise, go ahead and roll that stealth for me.
Alright. This is plus 10. 24 stealth.
24. Okay. As you and Wick sneak your way over towards the pile of rubble. It does not stir.
I was gonna say, if he shows any sign of waking up, Wick will drop darkness. Or rather, he'll drop his form and then he'll cast darkness.
Alright. What is it? What would it be? Investigation or perception to look for this thing?
That would be an investigation. And while we're at it, make a slight, or go ahead and make another stealth check as you're rummaging through the pile of rubble.
34.
34. Okay.
Then 19 investigation.
19 investigation. Okay. As you're looking through this pile of rubble, you come across a helmet that's inside of it. It looks like it's got a golden trim, and the top and the back part of the helmet has intricate etchings on it that almost make it look like some sort of brain. And the front part, what would be the visor on it, kind of looks like an owl's face with one gem in one socket.
From where I'm standing, can I make sure that thing is glowing?
As As Elise picks it up, yeah, Enoch, you see the divination magic coming off of that item.
Enoch just furiously throwing up and waving the OK sign.
At least we'll stealthily make our way back.
All right, one more stealth check for me.
I was gonna say about him. Wait, come on!
Shh, I'm a pumpkin.
21.
21.
21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you managed to successfully make your way back to your allies.
All right. I'll identify that when we're not in the den of the giant dinosaur.
Yes, let's all carefully leave this place, and if we have to, refer people back to it.
For the record, I think that would make an amazing trophy, but I'm in the minority
Mm.
here.
Yes, you
No,
are.
It would. I know it would, but we're all freaking terrified of being eaten by a dinosaur. Rightfully so.
All right, I'm gonna need a group stealth check from everybody as they're
Oh, yay.
leaving
right,
at their
guys.
way
We
up.
get plus 10.
Plus 10
You
to
get plus
everybody.
10.
Yes, as Wick slowly grows back his arms and legs.
31 with that net 20 on the other side.
20.
So
17.
that would
17.
be 22.
Come on. Roll it. There.
Oh.
Wah.
I'm
21.
sorry, like I didn't roll, so.
So 21. And I'm gonna have to roll for.
Well, let's go with the
C's.
first one then, so 21.
The minimum that anybody can get here is an 11.
Yeah, but we don't want 11, that's not one.
So there. Boom, boom, boom.
Silver rolls the lowest one was Wix at 17, so I think in theory this should go okay.
In theory.
As you're beginning to make your way out, Wick and Elise, you notice you feel the ground start to rumble, and it sounds like it's coming from behind you.
God damn it.
Oh,
I
fuck.
take a quick peek behind us.
We shouldn't have said anything.
You see as it begins to stand up. It doesn't look like it's currently looking at you guys, as it's currently facing this wall. It's just kind of waking up.
Move.
Darkness! Darkness now! Darkness now!
Yep. Well, yeah, he'll do that.
Don't
No.
worry, a totally inconspicuous bubble.
All right, as you go to cast darkness, what do you guys do?
Well, we're gonna move.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Fucking run!
You hear the sound of rumbling as dum dum dum
Ah!
dum.
Shush. Shush.
I'm also leading. Who's got sight? Elise and Zeno. You have sight. So I'll take Kawasha and the other, or the plant boy by the hands and lead them.
All right. As your as the three of you look back, you see this massive dinosaur just stopping forth. It stops at the start of the darkness.
Now, keeping in mind, pass without trace. We don't leave behind any tracks or any other physical traces of our passage. I don't know if that includes smell, but that's the thing.
We are still in a very, very visible black bubble.
That only three of us can see out of.
Yeah, you see this dinosaur just kind of looking around the outside, trying to look inside the bubble. As, let's see, it's a 20-foot bubble. I'll say you're thankful that the darkness itself is just enough so that it actually blocks its line of sight on you. Because I assume you guys are currently running as you're just dropping this darkness behind you.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm?
Well,
I mean, It follows me.
Yeah,
but
that's-
yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly different. It's 30 feet of darkness that follows Wick.
Oh. So it sees this darkness as it just kind of looks at you. And it begins to follow.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Can Dan get on his broomstick in time to fly?
Well,
All right.
So you see Wick just strolling. This is mildly problematic.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna just drop that in behind us. Don't mind me.
We've just gone from avoiding the T-Rex altogether to actively revealing our position and trying to slow it down.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and, wait, your darkness, does that, for your Channel of Divinity, does that require concentration?
Nope. It just does.
Okay.
it has a lasting time limit, I believe, up to a minute.
Okay, so, well, this is gonna be interesting as, everybody, let's see where I'm gonna basically just delete the stuff that pertains to the map as,
I'm gonna have to go for a second. I think the food arrived.
okay,
I'll be
well,
right back.
I'm gonna say, while we figure this little encounter thing out right here and get you guys positioned proper, I guess I'm gonna need some initiatives going. As, go ahead and get that set
I'll do that
up.
before I bounce.
Did not want to fight a T-Rex
Yeah,
in character, but above game, I'm like, okay, we're fighting T-Rex, let's go.
Oh no, the spell that would be really good right now is now at the bottom of the initiative.
Yuki's not in here.
Oh, I've got her token here. I just got to put her on
Okay.
the right layer.
Why do I have a huge fucking initiative on this battle?
There she is. Alright, so darkness is a 20-foot radius?
30 foot. I've been
30 foot.
Though I'm probably gonna lower it. For right now, I'm still testing. This is the first time we've done it in a non-enclosed area.
It technically is surrounding all of us, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But only you and Xeno can see. And every time we level, I'm like, I should have taken Devil's Sight, but I don't.
Alright, also
So at least the invocation I took this time will help us fight a T-Rex.
So position compromised at this point, correct?
Yep.
I'll be glad, Caitlin. I recently went through and updated the expand spell list for all my homebrew since Fizzban and Strixhaven came out. I looked at Harvest Domain. I was like, you know what? No, this all works. So they get to keep Shadow Blade.
Absolutely. It is a fine combo. I intend to use it.
Yeah, no. Considering how little Shadow Blade gets used despite being such a great spell, I was like, no, this works.
Yep.
Let's see.
Plus, I think clerics also still get Wither and Bloom anyway. I'd have to double check, but... Yeah, that was the one problem. Wizards, I need you to start giving people higher level spells, like third and fourth level, okay? We need diversity here. Not everything can be second level.
Alright, so that's Kawasha, that's Lule, that's Orvex. Alright, so...
Also, I apologize to anyone in chat who gets to hear the lovely sound of this tumbler I'm having to make use of. I swear that thing gets picked up on the mic every time I drink from it.
I'm not hearing anything. Of course, I do have the intense bongos.
That's really that.
Also, no, Bubba.
Alright.
I have a different invocation. Whenever I play Warlock, I only take invocations that work in character, and this one just barely works for all of the stuff I've done for Enoch's things. Not every one of his invocations can be a magic eye.
Real quick, Milo, does Kabului have what? Kabuli's PC or initiative? Because I think I might be above him.
+1.
I'm a 2.
All right, so you would go before he does.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries. We just got the initiative resolved. And why do I have Orvix on here twice? Let's see. Quasha is that.
Kabului on there twice.
Yeah. Actually, I just realized he actually rolled lower, so get rid of that. He actually goes between Elise and this monstrous Tyrannosaurus. All right. So, let's go ahead and start the initiative off right with Zeno.
Good news, it's 9 against 1.
I'm right here, so I'm not in direct path of anybody. Let's roll that d20, because I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt. I'm in front there, dinosaur!
Alright, that's gonna be a dex save.
14, let's see it.
Now,
Oh, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say above game for the wild magic. Is that when you have to roll below the spell level of what you cast?
No, you have to roll a 1.
Okay.
On the
I thought it
activate
scaled
spell.
with spell level, but
Nah, it's just a flat 5% chance. Alright, so it failed, but it chooses to succeed.
oh no, legendary resistance.
God no.
That's good, but we burned one of them.
That is very good to know.
Looks
Bye,
like
bye.
Okay, so thunder does not work on this.
You would
By the
say-
by, did I manage to get the plant thing off before initiative?
I say that when you go to cast that, we'll resolve that on your turn.
Okie dokie.
Speaking of which, it is now your turn, Wick.
Okay. So it did not actually go off beforehand.
Not yet.
No, pokey. Well,
At least you still have a spell slot.
that is true. I wanted to use it for something else. Alright, so we're gonna drop Entangle. Yeah, we'll make sure that he's actually in there.
Okay.
20 foot square.
Square. So it's a 20 by 20.
Yeah. We're gonna make
So-
sure that he's more or less smack dab in the middle, although I want him to have to wade through it if he happens to pass.
Alright.
So bring that square a little further down.
Alright. Let me just go ahead and click it. There we go. Like that.
Yeah. That'll do.
Alright. Okay, so entangle. So at the start of its turn. Well, when he casts a spell, it must succeed a strength saving throw. Alright, well.
Please fail.
Unfortunately, it rolled a 26 as the vines have virtually no effect on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh dear. We'll just waddle up a little bit just in case. Don't mind me. Do.
Alright. Alright, so anything else for your turn then, Wick?
Nope, can't really do much else right now.
Alright, next up is Yuki.
Is it Yuki?
Yes, I just have her on a different layer, so yeah, it is.
Okay.
It'll
I
be.
mean, I see her now.
So she wasn't on
Actually,
the
I'll
initiative
just
list,
add her
that's why I was
turn for
wondering.
that and make that an 18. That way I can just do this. There we are. Now
Okay.
you guys can see it.
All right. So, what will Yuki do? I guess she'll join Wick over here. Not much else she can really do at the moment, except stand there and look tough, bark at it.
Our two smallest combatants, the bravest.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Alright.
Knowing
Next
the
up-
IRL Yuki like I know her, she could probably believe she takes this thing.
Alright. Elise, it's now your turn. You see the darkness beginning to fall back as you see it's actually moving towards the behind you.
Alright. Well, at this point, Elise figures we're compromised, so we're gonna go ahead and drop past without trace. And we're gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark Dino Boy and take my shots.
Alright.
First shot is a 16.
That hits. And it has taken damage, so you also get your Colossus Slayer on this.
Alrighty. There we go. 11,
So
19 damage.
19. Alright, take your second shot.
27.
That'll absolutely hit.
For the
10
record,
piercing.
Elise was one of the ones that can actually see through the darkness.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And there's another 15.
Alright.
And that ends my turn.
Alright, next up will be Koopaloo. He's just gonna keep running until he gets out of the darkness. And he's gonna look back and wait for Kawasha. And now... Seeing as how you're the first one outside of it,
Well, no, the darkness follows.
well, Elise is technically outside of it, and it can see Elise. And you
Bring it
see
on,
that
big
in
boy.
yeah, okay. So, here's what happens. In a flash, you see a swarm of feathers just kind of erupt and envelop this creature as it lands right there. And then it charges up towards you. Seeing you and Dan and Koopaloo.
No, it's magic.
I was right!
You hate to see it, but Wick was right. This is indeed a magical Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it's about to get even weirder.
God
As
damn it.
erupting from the maw of this massive creature. And I have to meme on this. What's this? An encounter woefully underpopulated by wasps?
Oh,
A
boy.
giant influx of wasps should put a stop to that.
Oh,
As
no.
erupting from his mouth, a swarm of wasps erupt out.
Dr. Wasp, the Tyrannosaurus!
I know this not my turn, but if you guys listening, the scream that comes out of freaking Zeno is a high-pitched affair. That sounds like it's a woman's scream.
And you literally just hear Wick go,
I was right, it is a magic T-Rex!
This is not the best time for you to be right, Wick.
Enoch is just hearing all of this, and it's just like,
So, Dan, you actually see the swarm of spawns actually right in your space.
Oh, good! Dan, normally not perturbed by animals, will go, why is there a magic T-Rex? This is both cool and horrifying all at the same time!
The wasps immediately take their turn after the T-Rex, so they're gonna go ahead and sting you, Dan.
Oh, good.
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, it does.
You take... Alright, so... 7 points of piercing damage as they sting you.
Dr. Beast!
This
Alright.
is worse than the first episode. Because he made a second one, and it's dark.
Mhm.
Alright.
The second one, in spite of it being so fucking dark.
Alright. Next up will be Orvex. As he runs forward. You see as Orvex narrowly dodges out of the way of Dan, who's currently being swarmed by wasps.
Needs to
He
be one
looks
more
up and he says, "Oh!" He gets on the other side of Dan, but thankfully, he's gonna take his short sword and he's going to attack the wasps that are currently enveloping Dan. But he misses! As he's trying to stab at the wasps that are out there. This is pure unadulterated chaos. Next up will be Orvex. 5, 10, 15. As he just makes his way around, narrowly ducking out of the way of Orvex and Koopalue and Dan, currently swarmed by wasps. As he's gonna take the time to cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, and he's also gonna swat the wasps around Dan. There's a hit, attaboy, Kawasha. Oh, for maximum damage! With one swipe, he manages to make the swarm about half as big as it was. And with that, that'll bring us to you now, Dan. Dan?
Dan?
Sorry. Forgot the microphone was muted while I was taking a bite of food. Alright, so I have a question.
Yes?
Did Dan get on his broomstick before this all went down, or do I have to do that still?
Oh, that's right! I forgot that you're in the air.
Yeah.
So, that begs a question. I'll say, you're currently on your broom, but you haven't taken off yet.
Okay. I'd probably take an opportunity attack from leaving the bees.
Alright.
If I do that. This puts me in a bit of a difficult situation. Currently being swarmed. I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Alright.
Now I just imagine there's 4 Dans on a single broom.
Yeah. Just kind of flashing about like double team.
I gotta find it in here really quick. Speculum Imaginum! And then he's going to take off into the air, away from the wasps.
Alright.
Probably, you know what, 20 feet seems good.
You'll still be in the darkness.
He's gonna try and move out of the darkness.
Not hard. You'd only need to go like 10 spaces. 5 spaces. 2.
5 feet.
Yes. Words.
Okay.
Thankfully, I rolled for the bees. They missed their attack of opportunity.
Okay. Good. So yeah, we're gonna try and get out of the darkness so I can see what I'm doing.
Alright. Yep, you managed to get out, and, you see this massive T-Rex currently standing toe-to-toe with Elise.
I don't really have much else, so I'm gonna leave the bees. I'm gonna try and get lined up as best I can for maybe a witch bolt.
Alright.
Wait, I'm 20 feet in the air. I'll go 30 feet in the air and then move from that point. So that gives me... I'll move to, like, right where I had the arrow, like, right there.
Alright. I'll just move that out of the way so you can get to there.
Alright.
Okay. Next up will be Enoch.
Alright, a lot of things have happened and Enoch has no idea what's going on. Ooh. Buddy, what would you do? Alright, well. Gotta go fast. Kinetic jaunt. And Enoch is just
Gotcha.
going to run a straight line, which luckily takes him out of the darkness and right here. Oh. Well, I've made some terrible life decisions. Okay. And
You
swing
can
with
do
the
this,
blade.
Enoch.
6.
Well, you get a
Well, actually, no, I couldn't do that because my bonus action was to use.
Well, your bonus action was to cast a spell.
Yeah.
So you could make an attack,
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I
unless
need
you
to-
don't have your rapier out.
Yeah, I can't bring out my rapier without using a bonus action because it's built into his
Oh,
hand.
right, yeah. But you could blast it, even though it would be a disadvantage because you're within 5 feet.
I guess that's what he'll have to do.
Say if he could move like one more space to the left,
I
maybe
used
he
up all
gets
my
flanking.
movement.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it robbed the nat 20. Unfortunately, a 10 will miss on the first blast.
I figured, but 18.
That will hit on the second one.
So it takes 7 force damage.
All right.
Oh! Okay. This is not great.
All right. Zeno, it's now your turn.
Alright, so seeing as a bum game, I forgot what we had taken a rest.
You have taken a long rest today, yes.
Yes, we
Oh,
all
okay,
should
so
be
we-
at full health and have spells.
Okay, good. I was like, oh god, did we? Because otherwise I didn't reset my spells. Anyway, I'm gonna do a Chaos Bolt at level 2.
All right. Roll for that wild magic surge.
That's a 4.
No surge detected. Roll the hit.
Let's see what happens.
A 17 does hit, so roll that damage.
I guess it didn't count.
You roll double ones, but you also need to roll that d6.
That's D8.
Well, yeah. Those are determined. So either of the 3 or the 2, which are. So it's either fire or cold damage. So take your pick.
It's a cold damage. That's what I was gonna try to get to anyway.
All right. So 13 points of cold damage. Anything else for your turn?
Woo!
All right, Wick. It's now your turn as you see how the Tyrannosaurus Rex teleport out of your vines and running up towards Elise. What do you do?
Oh boy, I was right. That's so awesome. You're gonna go blind now.
Butter. And we.
Enoch immediately shroud back in darkness. Oh no.
I'm sorry. I dreaded that you went over there.
At least you're not metagaming. Hey, fist bump.
Yep. He wouldn't think about it anyway.
He's too excited that he was right.
I was so correct. That's so cool. Guiding bolt.
21 hits. Roll damage.
15 radiant.
Very nice, and it is currently aglow.
Let's see.
Well, that will help, but unfortunately, I'm at the end of the turn order.
Yeah, I think that's all I can really do right now.
All right, next up is Yuki.
Damn.
Draco.
Damn it. Sorry.
Hey, that food better be that dang tasty.
It's Chinese food. It's pretty good.
Delicious.
So, she's gonna be annoyed literally went all that way, and then it teleported out of there. And then she's gonna have to run back over this way.
In the darkness.
In the darkness.
This is getting very frustrating! Where is it?
I'm just imagining Yuki going crazy at 2 a.m.
All right. Next up will be Elise.
For the record, above game, crab rangoons are the apex of Chinese food.
Hard agree.
Now back in game, gotta take a 5-foot sidestep this way. Still have advantage, but only for I believe one attack, or is it the whole action?
You have advantage for the first attack if it's a glow with guiding bolt.
Well, I'm flanking regardless. So.
Yep. So you still get advantage on both ones.
So I'm actually gonna put away the longbow and I'm gonna pull out the scimitar that I just got.
All right.
And with advantage, 9.
9 misses. As you go to swing against its leg, it just glances off, not finding purchase.
Alright, second attack. 21
will hit.
21.
Also, fuck you, double nat 1.
Yeah, holy shit.
What the hell?
8 piercing. Hunter's Mark is still up, so that's 5, and then Colossus Slayer is 4, so that's 13, 17 damage.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Next up is Koopalue. Seeing as how the swarm is right next to it, he's actually going to swing around the other side of Kawasha and attack the bees. And he'll hit the bees for damage.
Did he also roll with disadvantage considering those bees are in darkness?
Still hits.
Okie dokie.
And this is why I'm reducing that sphere to 20 feet soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up is the T-Rex.
I did feel it was rather big, but you know.
That's why we test.
Yep.
All right. So I rolled. So good news, it does not get its bee breath back. But bad news, it looks down to you, Elise. It's going to go ahead and bite you.
Luckily with disadvantage.
Yep.
Well, no, it's on the edges. His head is technically out of the darkness, and you can see that you're outside of it.
Yeah, beans.
This is a huge creature. So it's just gonna be a straight roll. That's a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Alright, but feeling as how there is something behind it, it's gonna roll with disadvantage as it swipes its tail at Enoch. Okay.
I figured.
That's a 24 to hit you with disadvantage, Enoch.
I figured. Just tell me the damage.
That's gonna be... let's see... 19 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail just whacks you square in the chest.
Ow.
You know, I'm gonna say no to that. We're gonna use share the pain. So, he's gonna take half of that.
Okay.
And
Alright.
the T-Rex needs to make the con save.
Alright. He is a tanky boy.
Thanks, because that was nearly half my health already.
Yeah. Feeling.
That's a 21 for the save.
Make it. But I still cut down that damage, and that's what I was hoping to do.
Alright. Let's see, so that was his action to attack. Why is that doing it to me? So yeah, it did the bite and it did the tail. So, and you're seeing a quick flash as the tails or the feathers just emerge around it. It'll go.
Oh no.
Oh, you little biscuit. Get back here.
Over to there. And that'll conclude its turn. And that'll bring us now to the bees. They'll move out of the darkness. And they'll swarm around Koopaloo. And they'll roll the hit. Thankfully, the swarm is only about half as big as it begins to stab at Koopaloo. And Koopaloo just begins to flounder about, looking rough from that.
Oh no.
Alright. And with their turn out of the way, that will now bring us to, hold on, turn order. Orvex. Seeing how this thing's gonna look at it, he's gonna actually draw his crossbow and take a shot at the T-Rex. And hit. So... Oh, not bad, not bad. 13 points of damage he does to him. A well-placed shot right in the maw as you see that it opened up, but that makes it out that much. He's looking kind of bloodied at this point. That'll bring us out to Kawasha. Seeing as how those bees are swarming around Koopaloo, he's going to attack with his quarterstaff. And hit. Five. The swarm is significantly smaller. That'll bring us now to you, Dan.
So, I was debating, should I use Witch Bolt? Should I use Moonbeam? But in the end, I've decided, Trabum Lune! And let's go ahead and roll that Moonbeam. At, just for good measure, how about a 3rd level Moonbeam?
Alright.
How'd that damn it though?
It chooses to succeed.
Well, that's one less legendary saving throw. And, to follow up, I'm just gonna fly away. Actually, that would be going back into the darkness.
Well, if you just flew up another 10 feet, you'd be above even the radius.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll fly... Let's see, I think I can... Yeah, because 10 and then an additional 40, so yeah, I can definitely fly over there. And it's, I'm sure going to take an opportunity attack on me.
Yep, the T-Rex is going to attempt to bite you.
But this is why I have Mirror Image.
Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
Well, yeah, that's gonna hit my 11, but does it hit one of my clones?
Roll that
Indeed it
D20.
does!
Alright, it chops at and one of your mirror images vanishes.
No! Red Dan!
Red Dan, green Dan, blue Dan.
All the JoJo poses.
Alright, so anything else for your turn then, Dan?
I mean, Cripple isn't really gonna do anything because it's porting around all the damn place. But I could definitely grant someone advantage, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start glowing dark blue. Oh wait, no, that won't work because it succeeded. Never mind, that ends my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I could have really used that advantage.
Yeah.
Alright. Enoch, it's now your turn.
Well, Enoch will now take a zoomy step over here. Okay, I can see. Oh, dear Lord, it's over there. Use the rest of his movement to get right behind it. And no more playing around. His hand starts glowing with that dark, ethereal light. 24!
That hits. Roll the damage.
Hey, buddy. Let's meet the delete button.
Jesus
Oh,
That's
Christ.
44
44.
necrotic damage.
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
Oh, you know, Eldritch Star God. That's where I found it.
Alright, anything else for your turn there, Enoch?
No, that's basically all my movement and my spells.
Alright,
Oh.
Zeno, it's now your turn.
Can we
Alright.
see how it's looking?
Oh, he's looking very, very bloodied.
It's
Okay.
not gonna like this either, because I'm gonna meta magic safety thing both Elise and Enoch.
There's more of us than that.
Huh?
Okay, I didn't see you measuring out first.
Alright, that's a fireball coming.
Indeed, there is a fireball coming. Let me just first take these two down, and then roll that beautiful D20 and get a 15, and at 4th level, I have one ability to do this.
He chooses to succeed.
It's still a half of
32.
freaking 30. Is that? Yeah, it is 32. Holy
That's
shit.
16.
Alright. Anything else there, Zeno?
I should have that one ability that you would use more sorcery to cast another spell, but I guess I can't right now.
Alright. Wick!
Well,
Your magical T-Rex is looking very, very badly off. What do you do?
No, you get back over here. I'm not done with you yet. Why are you running?
why are you running?
Why are you running?
Are you running?
That's this darkness just begins to develop around the sides of this T-Rex.
I have little legs. I don't have time to be chasing you around.
I just imagine from Enoch's perspective, this thing erupts in
both
blood.
hits. At what level are you casting this at?
Oh, sugar beans. I think I casted that one. Wait, hold on. Did it? Okay, cool. Level 2, we'll say.
Alright,
Just-
second level Gaddy Bolt. Okay. For 16. As you see the maw of this creature just bearing open as it looks up, and you slowly see the darkness begin to envelop it as Elise makes its way up to it. You see a radiant bolt just smack it square in the head as feathers and teeth fly as it crashes with a mighty thud to the ground. Let's see. Enoch, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw as this thing is falling over.
Okay. Before I do that, I want to just point out from Enoch's perspective what just happened. He ran up this thing, touched it, it most likely exploded in blood. Then there was a fireball. Then darkness. Then a flash of light. And now...
Oh, there's a big angry moon staring down.
Okay,
at this thing.
17. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you narrowly managed to deflect as this beast falls over, and with a resounding thud, the King of Feathers is dead.
You
Wow.
did it.
I'll turn off darkness.
And I'll turn off my moonbeam so Elise can begin carving.
Oh yeah, I'm going right into it.
Yeah, Elise just passed me over that helmet thing.
Yep, she'll toss it towards Enoch, but the 13 to carve.
Okay, so a 13 for your survival check to carve. You do manage to get 9 very nice looking feathers. Let's see. 1's green, 2 are blue, 3 are red, and another 3 are orange. As far as teeth, you managed to get 1 nicely sized canine off of this T-Rex. And then we'll say...
Recount the feathers again for me one more time.
Oh, you have 9 in total.
What
They're
was
like large-sized feathers.
okay, I was gonna say, what was the color breakdown?
We'll say 1 blue, 2 green, 3 yellow, and 3 red.
Mel, is there any way I could roll an Arcana check to figure out how the heck something like this happens? A magical T-Rex?
I'm sure you can attempt an Arcana check.
Also, rip to Maurice, as chat dubbed him.
Yes,
I mean, I
Rip
would've-
Maurice, the King of Feathers.
I would have
Yeah.
talked to him, but that spell takes too long to cast, and we were
Yeah.
clearly fighting him.
Cat, specifically Robot, this is why you don't name them. Because if you name them, you get sad.
Mm, yeah, no, that's accurate.
You get the suspicion that this definitely doesn't seem like a normal Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I would say so.
I
You
can't
could
believe-
probably make a case that this is probably some sort of monster, as opposed to a beast.
I can't believe it was actually a magical T-Rex. I made that as half of a joke.
I'd really like to know how something like this happens. Love to have talked with it, but it wasn't going to listen. Obviously.
Was there anything
be
else like that,
honest.
Noah?
Aside from that, we'll say, right.
You
Can
gave
we
me the
eat
feathers
good
and the
today
two.
and try T-Rex meat?
Yeah, can I get some meat off of this? So we can
Yeah, with
tonight.
that, you managed to get, 15 days worth of rations off of it. Of raw meat. I was gonna say, you're able to carve up the drumsticks, or it would be the drumsticks on this thing.
I mean,
for the
yeah,
legs.
technically.
Just one big ass dinosaur drumstick.
Yep,
Fucking
just like a
Flintstone
Monster
size.
Hunter.
Eating it for days.
Imagine
question,
the
though.
drumstick thigh hammer like in Monster Hunter. I imagine that's what you managed to carve up.
I have a legitimate question. You could flavor this if you want to. Do you think that the fireball would have cooked it?
I mean, that's just
Hurt the skin, but not quite enough to roast
It was
it.
just a flesh char.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a nice sear.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I see the helmet so I can identify it?
Go right ahead.
All right, Mila, I'm gonna identify this now.
All
Ritual
right.
casting.
You identify the helm. This is a helm of telepathy.
Ooh. This, everyone, is a helm of telepathy. Allows you to read minds.
Ooh.
While wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast the Detect Thoughts spells, DC 13, from it. As long as you maintain concentration on the spell, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you are focused on. It can reply, using a bonus action to do so, while your focus on it continues. While focusing on a creature with Detect Thoughts, you can use an action to cast the Suggestion spell, also spell save DC 13, from the helm on that creature. Once used, the Suggestion property can't be used again until the next dawn.
That sounds
So-
interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with it. Read minds, talk to people, suggest that they do things.
I would do only good things with it.
Well, does anyone want it?
Slowly raise his hand.
So
Nice
now Wick will
looking.
have an. Oh no! I just realized Wick's gonna look like Hootie from Owl House now.
Oh god. Yeah,
He has,
I'm
like,
gonna show
he's-
this to everybody because,
Yeah, now you have to, because now we have to actually see for sure. Yes, he will.
Yeah, kind
it
of.
looks like Hootie with a brain showing.
Yeah.
Given the most recent episode, telling. But yeah, no. All right.
No
here you
spoilers.
go,
I
Wick.
haven't seen yet.
Oh boy.
If you spoil anything, I will legit find you and punch you.
Alright. Well, with that, combat and that identify out of the way, this seems like a good point to take a rest and take a break.
Also, Robot says it the best way. You can now hear Wick in your head.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Moshi
Caitlin, I want you at one point.
Okay, I heard
you
that
to
right
start
before I step off. Just Wick going, mushy mush, Wick mush.
Oh, the Luna has not died yet.
New brain, new brain.
You're
Who
my
dis?
friend. I say this with love. Fuck you.
You say that, but no. Hazza actually asked if I was the DM because he wanted me to kill your character.
Where is my? There he is.
Look,
I should probably get some water.
If you want Rhodey back, I mean, you can always just say, "Hey, let's play again. I'm free every other Saturday." He's one of the backups. I've actually also developed a couple others.
But yeah,
He
speaking
did?
of every other Saturday, Saved by a Spell. Next episode happens this Saturday, so look forward to that. Also, if you want to see some fun stuff with me, Haza, and a bunch of other people, including the DM from Saved by the Spell, you can go over and check the VODs on Spoiled Chestnut's channel, twitch.tv/SpoiledChestnut, where they just re-debuted their new VTuber model, and happen to have a pretty fun time with some Jackbox. I'm not going to spoil anything aside from commit tax fraud, rob the universe. Also, Helix, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Helix?
Also, I must do things. 1 second. Do. I am, in fact, shameless. There. Now people can spam emotes. Hope you guys are having a good time in chat. For those who just joined us, we felled Maurice, the King of Feathers, named by chat.
He died as he lived, breathing beast.
We killed we killed a dinosaur. The 5-year-old in me is going crazy about that. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
We tried not to.
Can I tell you guys about my group's encounter with the King of Feathers?
Go right ahead.
Well, I played the barbarian monk in that adventure, and we encountered the King of Feathers. Oh boy. My character was the one that got chopped down on. So you can just imagine as my Goliath monk barbarian just being lifted up as he's just thrashing about, and he's just trying to wail on this thing with his great axe. Oh god, had that bite actually connected, he would have grappled you. Oh, but yeah, the whole time my Goliath is just going, "I'm not trapped in your mouth, you're trapped in here with me," as he's just wailing on him in his mouth.
Yeah, no, people were I think it was, let me just scroll up here. Yeah, no, it was Vargulfs who was telling me to get inside his mouth and Eldritch Blast his tonsils, which because of the Frog Wars, I have learned enough that it is very hard to trigger any creature's gag reflex with magic.
I was gonna say, let's see, creatures that can have gag reflexes triggered. Shambling mounds? Water weirds?
I wish you had
I'm sure
told me that while I was
Vanderhouse
inside one, Milla!
It's fine. It died before you even had to do that.
He got better.
Alright, well, while we got people back here, I'm going to step away for 1 quick second. I will be right back.
So just out of pure curiosity on my part, what CR was the King of Feathers?
Let me just see. Well, let me go into a little greater detail about the stats of the King of Feathers. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. let's see, it's... The King of Feathers is a feathered Tyrannosaurus Rex with these changes. It is a monstrosity with 200 hit points. It can see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible. So thankfully, you didn't have to worry about that.
Really glad I didn't use greater invisibility and use mirror image instead.
It can innately cast Misty Step at will, requiring no components. It has a legendary resistance trait and a summon swarm action. It can't use the summon swarm action while it's grappling your creature with its jaws. It can roll the summon swarm back on a 5 or 6.
Literally has bee breath.
Oh, what did they say the adjusted CR for that was? Well, a normal T-Rex is...
Real quick, have a good night.
It has.
Yes, if you like Binding of Isaac, you should check out Haz's channel.
He is a good being.
He is. A normal T-Rex has a challenge rating of 8. So you can imagine that probably put it like a CR 9 or 10 if I were being generous.
Good to
Not
know.
terrible, but
Yeah.
I
I was
mean,
expecting a little higher.
that would have made everyone collectively shit their pants if we had just started the campaign.
we have the advantage of, well, if that thing had hit us more than twice, we probably would have been in trouble. We are the all-summoning DPS party.
Yeah. That thing could hit. We'd be in trouble. Thankfully,
above game,
share the pain is great.
I'm kind of glad that I yeah, but what would have been really funny is if you roll a 61 on the Wild Magic chart, for the next minute you have to shout everything you speak.
Please, no.
Roll a 62, you have to whisper everything you speak.
Well, that's good. That's so good. But yeah, well, there was another time I ran a different group with this encounter. The T-Rex managed to pick up the Goblin Monk in this group and almost managed to run away with it in his mouth as it was taking damage. So I think it was the Barbarian of our group managed to take the longbow and do the killing shot on it before it managed to successfully run away and eat the monk. So yay.
Felix does bring up a very good point. Power levels, CRs, bullshit. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not great for telling a power level. It's just great for telling you how many of your party should be around if you're going to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
It is also above game. This is of the 2 battles I've had this week in D&D. This is the one that I wasn't as scared of because I had to fight a frickin' Tomberry.
Yeah, I remember you posting about that.
He summoned a friend of his. So there was 2 Tomberries. And luckily, because my passive perception was shit, I wasn't the one that he was fixated on. Or else I probably would have died.
I mean, in regards to CRs, I know they're bullshit because Strahd is technically a CR16 and my players have bullied the shit out of him at various different levels. Part of that is me forgetting that regeneration is a thing, but they've also done really, really well at beating the tar out of him before he can do much.
He'll be right back.
I remember this one battle they had. This isn't against Strahd, but there was this angel character in Curse of Strahd that they just sort of curb stomped. He's got a really good constitution score, but I was rolling so garbage at every single saving throw.
Also, I want to thank El Robot for gifting a sub to Tonberry with a gun.
That's amazing.
I don't know if you heard that, but my dog was just barking outside my door, and I was like, I had to open it like, hey, shut up.
Nope, didn't hear him.
Yeah, I didn't.
Alright. Question, is everybody back?
Yes.
A robot, what the fuck?
That's how you're seeing Tom Benny with a gun. Look out, he's got a gun!
Yeah, because they're not scary enough with their knife.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and resume play as I bring you guys back over to the Omu map. Question. What do you guys want to do after successfully carving the King of Feathers?
Well, wait a second. I remember. Hey, Wick, you killed that thing with a... You got a pumpkin, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you get 2 pumpkins out of that.
Okay, thank you. I will take one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, that should be...
It was a third level. Wait, third level? Hold on. No. Double check. Maybe that was first.
I think you said second for the one that
The
killed
second
it.
for the guiding.
That's right, it was a second for the guiding.
Okay. 6. Okay. Well, I'm most of the way to full.
Do you need a little more?
I'll be fine, Wick. You hold on to your spells in case something crazier happens today.
Okay.
All right. Also, it's going to take a while to get used to your new helmet.
I like it. I look like an owl.
He spins his head.
Oh! Okay, that is unsettling, but yes, it is charming on you.
I mean, I have no bones.
There.
I
Enoch
guess,
does
yeah.
the finger thing again because he's just like, oh.
You know, there are a lot of things we've just learned about Wick today. Can turn into a pumpkin, has no bones.
Oh yeah, I've been able to do that for a while. I just haven't really needed to.
You know what? Fair enough.
In fact, I can even do photosynthesis. I can just get food right from the ground in the sunshine. Oh, now I really gotta eat.
Huh, that's useful.
Well, Louis just kind of saunters up to you and just kind of gives you a twisted head as it just kind of looks at you while you're doing that.
Wait, who was it?
Kupalue.
Oh.
You know, the other...
Yep,
technically
the other plant boy.
They're bonding.
Yeah.
Kupalue does a couple of hand signs up to Kawasha and he looks down and says, how do you feel about water?
Oh, I like it. I can swim real good.
Enoch just thinks back to Wick sinking.
As you're pondering about this, Kupalue does some signs and Kawasha translates again. Well, he prefers to absorb quite a bit of water. Almost like a sponge, if I had to make an equivalent for it.
Oh. Well, I don't think I can quite do that. I think, at least as far as water goes, more or less normal.
Interesting. Alright, so, where do you guys want to go from here?
Above game, have we noticed this building yet?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You would have noticed it as you made your way to that intersection of the promenade.
At least we'd probably pitch to check that out, because it potentially could be another shrine.
Okay.
Let's hope it's less of a stabby one.
Hmm.
Alright, so I gotta switch this over to here. Oh, 1 second, I gotta go and reveal some stuff on that shrine map above game. Let's see, that's number 12.
Well, at least we found something really useful.
Moshi mosh, new brain, who this?
I can hear Wick in my thoughts. Suddenly everything seems more serene. But why do I now have the urge to ignore danger?
That's the
Become,
spirit.
become fearless. Become like the little pumpkin boy.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
You start singing that and deals 1d4 psychic damage.
It just keeps going.
You know, this is as distracting as the monkeys, yet not as bad.
At least you know Wick, unlike those monkeys. Didn't know them for Adam.
Who's Adam?
You know, I don't know. That's just an expression I've heard.
Alright. I believe I've got that already. And I'll go ahead and bring you guys over to here. Carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails decorate two cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls. Past the obelisks is a courtyard filled with horsetails and arum lilies. 5 archways open into darkness at the base of the ruin. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing a cuneiform inscription. And for you, Enoch, and at the same time as Orvex is going to read this, it says, "Better to be Wango's friend than his enemy."
Speaking of monkeys.
Well, I think we can be okay with monkeys. How's everyone on monkeys?
I don't mind them.
Yeah.
Monkeys are fun. Could be a
Monkeys are
pet.
good.
I mean, I only just found out what monkeys were a few months ago when we first came here, but so far, yeah, they ain't really done no harm to us.
I mean, I think gorillas are monkeys. They've helped us out plenty of times so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there was those flying monkeys that tried to steal something from us a while back, but other than that, they've been pretty chill.
And a mist.
It could be, in reference to a Wango, as Orvex just kind of thumbs at it.
Please elaborate.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It is not, in fact, a Wango. It is...
Yeah, I did say a name on the building.
It is not the Wango is the god. It is... Hold on. Oh, what was it? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's a lot of culture to like consume at once.
Are these bars right here?
No, actually, there are no bars currently there. All the passages are
Okay.
open. I believe. Oh, I remember what they are now. A Sioux monster is what they are.
Okay, that makes it harder to want to be its friend with monster in the name.
Could be a friendly monster.
Well, think of them as cunning, wicked monkey monsters. As Orvex just kind of lets a little sigh.
Really hurting the easy friendship angle on this one already.
I'm inclined to agree.
Oh well.
Really? I think it'll be easy.
Oh,
And
wait,
as
just
you,
dead hands over to Wick.
Oh, that's right. As you also make your way into this courtyard, immediately you hear the shriek of monkeys, just a cacophony just kind of erupting from around you guys.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you all hear the sound of shrieking monkeys.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, monkeys.
They sound like they're having quite a bit of fun.
Become
And
this
as you-
monkey.
And as you move away from the obelisk, the sound ceases.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that is.
This is gonna wander over to where I'm assuming there used to be bars, but aren't anymore.
Roll a perception check for me.
12.
12. Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Y'all roll
This-
perception, or can it do it if we can see anything?
Yeah, from our current positions.
Sure.
And also,
I guess like, wish we could turn off the the advantage rolls, because that 18 on the other side.
I mean, you should be able to do that on your own sheet. I just don't remember how to do it.
Yeah, just normal, I think. There's an option in the settings to have the toggle set up so that you can either have it as advantage, disadvantage, or normal.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer having an advantage because,
Same.
as depressing as it is to see the nat 1s and nat 20s, still fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, Zeno, you don't notice anything. Dan, you barely make out, 3 small holes at the top of the passage that you're currently at.
It looks like there's 3 small holes up at this passage over here. Probably springs once you walk through. Could be portcullis or maybe darts shoot out from it.
Possible. Do we want to try to circle around back and see if there's anything in the back of the building?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I'll just kind of reveal for, let's see. At least as you're looking down that hallway. Yeah, you see with your dark vision, you see that the hallway goes down quite a ways before it veers to the left. And with Wick, you
I
see
also have
that
dark
yours
vision.
does the same, except it veers to the right. Dan, with your dark vision, you see this as
Enoch does not have dark vision.
yeah, you see about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. You see darkness in the hallway, but you can't see the end of it.
Alright. Do we all want to go in at once, or do we all want to take one path? Oh,
Well, Wick is gone.
Well,
yeah. I should have known. I should have known. That one's on me. Neely starts
Elisa's
walking
gonna, Elisa's gonna hold off real quick. I'll be right back, and I want to just quickly circle around and about here and just peek in the back of the building, see if there's anything back here.
Yeah, if you look around, you see debris and growth. Nothing of note back there.
Zeno
While
is
you're-
running after Wick, by the way.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, Enoch, what do you have anything for a light source going?
Yes, I have dancing lights. He'll just hold out his hand above his head, and 4 lights just start circling around it.
All right. So I'll say at this point, at least you're still over in the corner, as Zeno and we'll resolve Zeno and Wick and everybody else's movements as they're moving into here.
Okay.
Wick.
Yeah.
Let's see. As you make your way down this corridor, it goes to the left. You look and you see what appears to be a large lion-shaped mask on the wall.
Ooh. I touch it.
Alright, you touch it. As you go to make your way up closer, you see there's a couple of holes that are in there, that are in the mask. And Zelda, you kind of see that as well.
I wonder if we're supposed to wear it.
Off it goes.
It's attached to the wall. You can't really, as you go to grab it, it doesn't budge.
Oh. Yeah.
look through the holes.
All right, you look through your hole. As you kind of make it up, you do see there is some more of that writing that's currently above the mask. And as you look through that mask in particular, and let me go ahead and reveal inside this, because you can see it to here as well. And for at least you guys that are there. You see a 10-foot tall stone statue of an evil-looking monkey bounces on its tail atop a stone dais in the middle of this 20-foot high chamber. The statue's limbs are splayed, with hands and feet cupped. On the wall behind, a sculpted relief shows a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. Cuneiform inscriptions are carved above and below the relief. And from what you can see blue light falling from the ceiling, and it's reaching onto the right hand of the statue.
He looks over at Zeno.
Oh, I found a monkey.
Takes a look. Yeah, that is a monkey. Also, is that another entrance?
I think so.
I think we should try to go over there.
Yeah.
Starts walking out.
Alright, at the same time, Dan,
Hmm?
you go through your tunnel and you see what looks like a boar.
Hmm.
And you also see cuneiform inscriptions above this mask.
All right. I can't read that, right?
Do you have comprehend languages?
I do not.
Yeah, it's similar to the other cuneiform that you've seen throughout the city, but yeah, you can't understand it.
Well, if only I could read this. Oh well, someone probably can.
Alright, so you're just going to walk on back. Enoch,
Yes.
as you make your way down through this hallway, yours looks like the head of a zebra. And as you look, you see the cuneiform above it, and it says, "My only friend starved to death."
Huh. Well, I look through and see into that room.
You look into that room and you see a ray of blue light falling from the ceiling, landing on the right foot of the monkey statue.
Okay. So it's on the right foot. And it said, and the thing said, "Be a friend to the monkey."
Yes.
Okay.
Above game, maybe we give the monkey food.
Well, first I'll try and see if this mask is attached to the wall as well.
Yeah, it's stuck to the wall.
Okay. Well, then Enoch will head back out. Well, I found the monkey's friend. Didn't go so well for the friend.
Oh, we found a lion. I think there was some writing above it. I couldn't read it.
I found a boar mask, and it said something above it, but I also couldn't read it.
Am I gonna have to go through here and read all these masks?
Yes.
I can follow you with a torch if you need me to.
Enoch will just dancing lights. No, I got this. Okay, let's start over here.
Alright.
Can
At
at
this
least
point,
return at this point.
yeah, at this point, at least you make your way around the corner. You see Enoch going down this tunnel.
Okay. She'll actually go down the tunnel she originally found.
Okay. Enoch, as you make your way down to the boar head and you read the cuneiform above that, it says, "The vulture is lucky to be alive."
Okay. Vulture's lucky to be alive, not friend. But
And as you make your... Okay, sorry.
I
Didn't mean
was
to
gonna
cut you
say,
off,
yeah, no, I just totally forgot to check through the mask and see if there's any light.
huh? Alright. Yeah, as you look through that mask... For the boar... You see a ray of blue light landing on the left foot of the statue.
Okay. So, that one said, the vulture is lucky, and the light in the mask, it was shining down on the left foot, where the one I looked through that said the zebra was his only friend, and he starved to death, that one was looking at the right foot, so keep that in
Oh.
mind, because
Ours
puzzles.
was on the ours was on the right hand.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go see
Alright.
what that one says.
All right, and Elise, as you're making your way down, and you see, it looks like there's a mask on that wall there that looks like a vulture. And as you look through that mask, you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left hand of the statue.
I assume there's writing, and I can't read it.
Correct.
Also,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
you got the halls mixed up because you said the vulture's over there. That was the boar I was at.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the boar. For the boar, it was the light was falling out to the left foot.
Well, no, I meant
For-
the cuneiform.
Oh, the cuneiform.
So
For the boar, it said, "The vulture is lucky to be alive."
Oh,
Yeah.
said that for the
Okay.
boar? Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
So left foot, right foot, left
And-
hand, right hand.
And as you go to look at the lion mask, above it it says, I ate one of the boar's friends." And you see the light fall onto the right hand.
Okay, so I got some stuff about the puzzle. The lion said he ate one of the monkey's friends. The vulture is lucky. And the zebra starved to death. So let's go.
Wait, didn't he say one of the boar's friends?
Oh, he ate one of the boar's friends?
You said boar instead of monkey.
Yeah.
Unless that's what it said.
Hello?
Yeah.
Guess
The
what?
lion's mask, it said, "I ate one of the boar's friends."
Okay, one of the
Okay.
boar's friends.
Alright.
The boar said, "The vulture is lucky to be alive."
The zebra was.
I starved to death.
Yeah, well, I am the monkey's friend and I starved to death.
Elise would come back and
Oh, my
say,
only friend starved to death.
I found a vulture mask, and there was some writing. I couldn't read it.
Alright, I'm
Yep.
going to go check.
You read that one, and it says, "One of the others has no friends."
Okay, one of the others has no friends. Okay. So, the boar had a friend.
One I would think wouldn't have a friend be the lion.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
True. Because the zebra's friend starved to death. The lion ate, so that wasn't him. I want to say the vulture's got no friends.
Well, it would make sense because if the lion ate one of the others, wouldn't that kind of mean he has a friend? It's just in his belly.
I mean, traditionally you don't eat your friends.
Well,
What if the
then.
lion ate the vulture, but not all the way?
Well, it didn't say anything about that. The vulture got to eat. He was lucky. So, you guys okay with me attempting this puzzle?
Oh yeah, let's
Sure.
go.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go over here to the vulture side, and I will touch. It's the left hand, right?
All right. As you make your way in, you see the statue, and what's weird is that all that you see is the statue currently.
No, the
As
lights.
you see the hands and the feet posed.
Okay.
No blue light.
Well, then I will check the left hand then.
You check the left hand, there's nothing in it. It's sprawled out, like it's asking for something. I mean, all the limbs are.
Well, something for friendship.
Wasn't
Well,
it the right foot? Wasn't it the right foot? Was the one with the friend? Or the zebra?
yeah.
Zebra was the friend.
Well, then I could check that one. The right foot, yeah.
Alright, you check the right foot. Like I said, nothing is in any of the hands or the feet.
Well, I mean, I'm actually putting my hands on the one, like, since they're outstretched.
Okay. Uh?
I'm gonna check just the front of the wall right here. I don't know if this is a bench or like a something on the wall.
Alright, you check the wall and you see that it is a monkey-like creature tearing into a serpent.
Hey, Quash, you make anything of this?
Well, perhaps our more studious friend might be able to give some insight as well. As Orvex makes his way over. Yes, this is the tale of Wango and his fights with Moa. As he goes through. That night, a Sioux monster broke into Uptau's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omoons. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Uptau asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa, the Jakuli, was too honest to lie. When Wango the Sioux monster found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jakuli and eat him up.
Okay.
Enoch, you want to explain everything we found so far, see if he can make sense of it?
I think I got an idea. Enoch pulls out like a ration and he puts it in the left hand.
You take a ration and you put it in the left hand. Nothing happens.
What about the stones or the keys? We had to use that the last time, didn't we? Or something similar.
Last time we had to replace what we were taking.
Oh no, that's right. Never mind.
Oh no. You're thinking, Wick. Good job.
Oh, thank you. I tried.
So either that.
Orvex just kind of goes and thinks about it a little bit. He kind of looks at the statue. Wait. As Orvex kind of goes and he looks down there. An inscription. Enoch, as you look down, you see cuneiform written at the base of the statue, and it says, Wango's friend knows where to pour the water.
Oh. Well, his friend, the only one with a friend, would have been the zebra. Well, actually, no. So we got two people with friends.
What about the zebra and the vulture?
Well, the vulture didn't have friends. The two that had friends were the boar and the zebra.
Without his water skin. So do you want to do, like, pour water in the boar?
I would think that didn't we have to be the monkey's friend? So I would think that it would have to be the zebra, right?
Well, yeah, let's check the zebra. So Enoch heads back to where he was, pulls out his water skin.
Alright. And you see as you make your way, you see the description. My only friend starved to death. And as you look, you see the blue light falling into the right foot.
Oh, okay. Got to pour the water into the right foot. So Enoch will go over there, dump out some water. It's a good thing he's still got 3 gallons of it.
And we have an alchemy jug. And Wick could create water.
Indeed. Sort of.
Alright.
If I prepared it.
Right,
So,
of course.
Enoch, as you go to take the water skin and you pour it into the right foot. Alright, I need to get on the right layer for this. As the water instantly evaporates in the hand, and rising up from it, dancing around in the statue, 3 small dancing steam-like figures erupt, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh no, I know
Oh,
exactly
Oh,
what
we got
these
it
are.
wrong.
Methods!
I think that was wrong.
Hold on, I have to see about which combat do I want to use.
These things are These things are a pain. I may have given people the ability to
Why am I getting such good initiative right now?
I should go before Wick because I have a +4 to Dex.
Excuse me.
You all right there?
Just a sneezing fit.
Well, bless you.
Do you want to go
Thank you.
first, Dan, or should I?
Where's the music?
I mean, you're up in there. It'd probably be better if you were, because I can't really do much. Everyone is in front of me.
Fair.
All right,
Okay.
so for these creatures, wow, they rolled surprisingly well. Meanwhile, the rest of the entourage.
Yeah, I know. Methods. They are. Whew.
All right, so delete the King of Feathers. Orvex rolled a 9. Kawasha rolled a 5. Koopa Lue rolled a natural 1 for a total of 2. And these, which above game, yeah, these are various methods of sort. They have a flat 0, so they rolled a 19 for a total of 0. Wick, what was your initiative? 17?
Yes.
Alright, because I see that had doubled up. Oh god. Yeah, initiatives have doubled up because I forgot to clear the tracker from last time. So I just gotta see what everybody rolled proper. Enoch rolled an 11, so delete the 3. Dan rolled an 11, so delete the 7. Zella rolled a natural 20 for a 22. So that means the 20 is moot. Wick rolled a 17. This is there. Yuki was a 14. So that gets deleted. Elise rolled a 17. For the second time in the night, she rolled a 17. And then I had to add the turn for these methods. Oh, hold on. Ah, why did I do... No, I did not mean to do that. Get back here.
Okay, guys, comment over. Yay!
Hey, we did it!
Yeah, no, we just went on auto win.
Yeah.
I mean... Alright, so now I get to add turns through the slot, which is a flat 19. Alright, so we can finally go ahead and get this sorted. So, Zeno, you see these creatures just flicker out, and we'll say one's there, one's next to there, and another is basically over there. So they kind of sprout out in various spots right next to where Dan had poured that, or Enoch had poured the water. So what do?
By the way, real quick, sub game, I'm not on the turn tracker. I'm supposed to be above Wick at also at a 17.
Oh. Well, I see you online. Oh, is your...
Don't. There we go.
Yeah, apparently it was the wrong token from... That was on the other one, so... Yeah, good to know. It was on mine, even if you didn't see it, so... My apologies there.
Good
so
figured I'd just say something.
Elise. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, so, Zeno, what do?
I have one thing I can do that would hit all three of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna use another 2 sorcery points. Enoch, you're safe. So is Koopa Lue. But something from Enoch in the shadow that's gonna hit all 3 of these guys.
Alright, roll for detecting wild magic search. 18, no surge detected. Roll for the spell.
It's a boom. It's a max damage. Holy shit.
Alright, for thunder, for a shatter. First method, failed. Second method, oh, what's their con mods? passed with a 14, and the last one failed. So 2 fails and 1 success. So for a total of 15 on a failure. We'll say the one in this corner by the statue passed. So for a total of 7, and the other 2 failed. Taking a total of 15. Alright, anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Alright, it is the Mephit's turn. They did not like the fact that they just took a bunch of damage like that, so... The Mephit that was standing right next to you is going to... Oh, what can he do? Oh, this is gonna be fun as this Mephit that's right next to the statue turns down. And erupting out from him, I need... Oh no, I need Zeno, Enoch, Wick, and Dan to each make dexterity saving throws as a cone of scalding steam erupts from this one.
Well,
14.
Alright, Zeno? Let's see.
Can I use
so,
Ben Luck?
Dan. Let's see, so that work. Enoch, we'll get to yours eventually, as they're gonna do the same. Jeez. I just realized that, poor Koopa Louie is gonna get hit twice with this. Oh no.
I don't know if you heard me. I was asked if I could use Ben Love to try to see if I can add +2 to all these. Or add a D4 to all these rolls.
Alright, roll for the D4. Unfortunately, he failed the first throw, so for the Mephit that was hitting Zeno, Wick, and Dan, you guys all take... Let's see. How much is that?
I think it's a DA.
2 points of fire damage on a failure. So 1 point on a save. Let's see. So Koopa Louie takes 2 points on that. And then Enoch, you will take 2 points of fire damage on that one. And Koopa Louie takes 1 on that because he passed. And Orvex, Zeno, I need you to make 1 more dex save. As this one in the corner is just going to shoot a cone over that way. Alright! Koopa Louie passed. So another dex save from you.
Can I cast shield to try to block it?
No, this is a dexterity saving throw, so.
Alright. I had to try.
Alright, so.
I'm gonna use inspiration to try to re-roll that.
Alright.
Didn't do much better. God damn it.
Did I have to save or no?
Yeah, you half of the save. So, Zeno, you'll take another 2 points of fire damage with yours.
Ouch.
Let me roll that real quick. Sorry, I was distracted with other things. Yeah,
at least you're fine. You're not the target of any of the cones.
Okay.
So, all right. So that will conclude the Mephit's turn. That will bring us now to you, Elise. You just see a bunch of steam erupt from these creatures. What do you do?
All right. Well, so we're gonna just go ahead and bonus action mark the nearest guy to me, which is that one.
Okay.
And fire.
All right.
17.
That hits. Roll damage.
By piercing has to take a damage hit prior.
It has, yes.
There we go. That's a solid 14.
All right. Enoch, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this Mephit erupts in a blow.
Yeah, no, I fail.
All right, so you're going to take 6 points of fire damage.
Oh, jeez. Enoch is just slowly turning redder and redder.
Sorry, Enoch.
Alright. So this one just erupts and is dead.
Can I move
Anything
to my
else?
position and then take my second?
Alright, which one are you shooting?
This one. I'm just gonna try to move so I'm clear of the pedestal.
Alright. He
Or
does
the
have
statue.
3/4 cover. Not that it would matter for a sharpshooter.
Okay. Yep. I'll go ahead and fire for a second time. 17 again.
Alright. Yeah, that will hit.
All right. 11 piercing, and then Hunter's mark. Not Hunter's mark. Sorry. So just 11
Alright.
straight.
Yep. Zeno and Enoch, I need you to make one more dex save, as this one also is going to erupt.
Finally!
Hey, that's 20s!
Double nat 20.
Orvex fails. Thankfully Kupalue passes. So on a failure, you take 3 more points of fire damage.
What for success?
We
One.
both got that 20, so
So
I assume
half.
that we can.
So half or 1 on a success.
I will take
So
it.
this one is also dead. Alright. That'll conclude your turn then, Elise?
Yes.
Alright, Wick. It's now your
boy.
turn. As Kupalue is looking very, very rough from taking all that hot damage from that steam.
Yeah, but okay. Since some people are getting the hurties, we'll do a mass healing word.
Alright.
Let's see. So if I recall correctly, it was Kupalue, Enoch is hurting. Who else is hurting?
Let's see. Orvex is hurt from that.
Alright, he gets one.
Alright.
Was there anybody else?
I believe everybody in the room except for Kawasha and Elise took damage from the...
I mean, I only took 2 points of damage, so
That's fine, you're getting some.
Yeah. Everybody but Kawasha, Elise, and Yuki has taken damage.
Alright, and you know what? I'll use my one channel divinity thingamabob.
Oh, so that's another
to add
7.
Yep. For even more healies.
Alright.
Oh, thank you, Wick.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anything else for your turn then, Wick?
I think. Yeah.
Wick, by the way, like I'm back up to the max again.
Actually, I can probably hit this guy, can't I?
Oh, yeah, with your... Oh, wait. Is Mass Healing Word a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
And your Channel Divinity was an action? Oh, you used your... Oh, that's right. You
Oh,
used
right.
a Channel Divinity. It wasn't an action.
Yeah, let me
So
double
it
check.
expended it.
I'll double check just to make sure that the wording.
If you've
is-
expended your Channel Divinity as a result of that bonus action, I would say you still have your action.
Yeah, that's just an expend. So yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so you
in-
could make an attack against that method in the corner.
Oh,
He's
in that
looking
case.
particularly rough.
In that case, I'll just do a heckin'. Well, in theory, I would have done a heckin' bonk, but I think that misses.
Yeah, 9's gonna miss, and, you know, trying to reach around that corner and bonk
Eh,
him. He's,
you know what? We're getting towards the end. I'll use the inspiration.
Okay. 18 will hit
You 4.
for 4. Alright. Wick, Enoch, I also need you two to make dex saves as that method explodes. As well as Koopa.
Enoch, unfortunately, just wrong place, right time, I guess.
Yeah,
Oopaloo is just getting roasted over here.
yeah. Wick, you fail. Enoch, dex save.
Oh, my bad. Yes. 12.
12. You pass. On a failure, you take 8 points of fire damage, so on a success, you have it down to 4.
Go!
And just like that, Kupalue is back to half. As, yeah, that's very hot steam that just burst from you. And with that, that'll conclude combat.
So that was wrong.
Okay. Do we want to try on the boar side now? I imagine Enoch is very dry considering all of the steam that just happened.
Oh yeah, I guess we can try it this time.
Okay.
Before we do that, though, we might want to be 100% sure on it, because I get the feeling that if we're wrong again, it's going to summon more of those things.
Elise is gonna quickly run over and, so I can conserve, we're gonna use my last level 2 slot and cure wounds, Enoch.
All right.
I'm pretty good. I'm just mostly burnt. It's fine. It's fine.
She'll play off.
Yeah.
If he says he's good, she won't do it.
Well, we need it. Okay. So, well, the only things we know, Vulture could possibly have a friend. I don't think Lion needed any friends. He ate someone else's friend.
I don't think he had any friends.
I think the boar would be the only option then in this case.
But
All right.
All right.
So, which head do you pour it into?
The left foot, I guess. Whichever
The
one's
left
going toward the
foot.
boar.
All right. Erupting as you pour the steam or the water into the left foot.
oh, son of a bitch!
It turns to steam, and there is yet one more. Let's just keep the same initiative that we had going into there. So, we'll go to the top of the turn order then. Where's that music again? Let's start with Zeno again.
I just imagine Enoch is glaring at the monkey statue.
We're not very good at puzzles.
We are
You
not!
can just reach out and grab it with a shocking grasp.
All right, Shocky Grasp, roll to attack.
Well, let me just double check. So that's a cantrip, so I don't have to roll. I don't have to roll the thing.
You are correct.
I had to double check because I haven't used this attack in a while. 17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
A boom. Oh, that's disappointing.
All right.
That's
For 3 points of lightning damage. As your lightning goes in, it gives a mild shock to this method. Anything else you want to do?
Can I bonus action? Is there any way to pour, or can we pour it into one of the other ones while we're doing this? Or just
I would advise against it,
Yes.
because if we're
Yeah.
wrong, it just summons more of them.
yeah, but if we're also if we're wrong and we're already fighting one, we just have to, or we won't have to keep doing this over and over again.
I mean, theoretically, we could just brute force it at this point. There are two different options, but at the same time,
I'm gonna say this one is 50-50 chance.
yeah.
Well, it would be a free action if you wanted to grab your water skin, but at that point it would be an additional action to use it to pour water out, so...
And it would have to be me or Vex or Elise, at least given where we are.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna yell out, "Alright, so I think it's the vulture."
Alright. So with that out of the way, it'll be your turn then, Elise.
Alright, well, 15, 20. Can I reach the hand from here?
Which hand are you reaching for?
The left hand.
The left hand. Just double checking.
That's the hand where we're pretty sure they don't own, like, they actually don't have a friend.
Alright, so, yeah, you can reach the left hand from there.
Alright,
I'll
gonna take my action, I got a water skin, I'm gonna pour some water into that hand.
Okay! you use your action to pour the water skin into the left hand. And as you do that, coming from the left hand, you see a small cube appear in that left hand. And immediately, you all hear a voice. Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?
Don't you dare curse us.
I say we've handled enough of your friends by themselves. We can handle more.
Immediately you hear a giant slamming as... Dan, you turn around and you see, you hear a portcullis slamming in the, entryway behind you.
I was wondering that was going to be relevant.
And from each of the hands, you see monkey-like monsters sitting on each of the hands. And each of the limbs. Almost like children clinging to their parents.
Oh, great.
Why did you antagonize it?
Would you rather have been cursed?
You
I
get
mean,
rid of curses.
I mean, I do have remove curse.
Alright, so now I'm gonna have to roll initiative for these Sioux monsters.
Dan points at Wick. Yeah, exactly. Probably could have dealt with a curse, no problem.
By the way, while you're doing this, I'm gonna bonus action. Just go ahead and use another spell slot. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark this method right here, and then I'm gonna action search.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna fire at the method.
Daka, let's go.
Alright, well, I'm getting the turn added for these boys.
13 for the method.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
9 piercing. It hasn't taken damage yet, has it?
It did from DeLuna.
It did, yes.
All right. So Colossus Slayer. 13 damage total.
So 13, it is still up.
Didn't you Hunter's Mark it?
I did. Oh, yeah, I did. There we go.
Next damage, Hunter's Bark.
Alright, well, Zeno, Orvex, and the Sioux monster that's currently hanging on there. I say they all need to make dex saves.
Alright.
9. Okay, well, you failed, but you only take 4 points of fire damage as that method erupts. As will the Sioux monster that is currently right over here. Alright. Next up is Wick.
Hold on, I still had another shot.
Oh, alright, one more shot. I am very sorry.
Yep. And I'm gonna point it right at the monkey that just got hit.
Alright.
15.
15 will hit.
There's another 5 piercing.
Alright. 5 piercing on there. Alright, Wick, now it's your turn.
Oh, let me see. Humpty Dumpty Dum. Pardon me. I'll just right here. There we go. I'm gonna do a hack and Spirit Guardians.
One Spirit Guardians coming right up.
And
Oh!
for max damage.
Alright,
Damn.
so that's gonna be...
This is a very full room.
Alright, so that's gonna be a bunch of wisdom saves. Alright, so... One closest to you, passed. Next one closest to you... let's see. Okay, so that one failed, so... This one takes 10. This one that's right in front of you takes the full brunt of it and shrivels as it nearly gets taken out in one hit. This one over here fails, so it takes the full brunt of it. And the last one that's over by Elise passes, so it only takes half. but still looks about as bad as the other ones that have failed previously.
Good.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else, so nope.
All right. Next up is Yuki.
So because she's tiny, she can work her way into the room pretty easily, right?
Yeah. And to be fair, it's not right behind you. It's basically right at the entrance of the shrine where the portcullis went down.
Okay. So she's going to move right there, and she's going to hold her action for when Dan inevitably grows her.
All right.
Which is
Speaking of which,
exactly what Dan is going to do. Ahem. Fuck Miyuki Crescere! And she grows.
be big.
And let me get the right sheet so I can have her do her big bite attack. I mean, I would do Moonbeam, except for the fact everyone is in here, and it would be a horrible idea.
All right, 22 will hit
For 11 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Mm.
That Zoo Monster is definitely looking a worse for wear.
Good.
That's a
Get
lot
wrecked.
of damage.
All right.
And I believe that's a bonus action. I don't know what I'd really do as an action. Actually, that's a leveled spell. I could use Toll the Dead, actually.
All right.
As my action. So that one that just took that big bite is going to get a Toll the Dead.
All right. Wisdom save. It fails.
Hawk Tibitol, 16 damage.
Actually, I was going to say, since it took damage, well, roll for the D12s because, since it did take damage.
Oh, right.
I mean, for as nice of a roll as that is, we'll see how much it does.
I clicked on the wrong one. This is the one that does. Oh, wow.
Oh.
And I
You know
take
what?
the D8.
Unfortunate. It barely hangs on with that damage it took. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan.
That's
really
okay. Someone will clean it up.
All right, Enoch, it's your turn.
Enoch will look to the one that's not as damaged. And bonus action, his hand goes into a sword. 19.
That'll hit.
Oh, forgot to also roll the rapier damage. So that's 11 damage total.
All right, this monkey drops to the floor.
And Enoch will just glare at the monkey statue, just... You are not as friendly as we were led to believe.
All right. Next up will be Orvex. He's going to take his short sword and attempt to stab the one that's sandwiched between him and Elise with advantage. That's a natural 20.
There we go!
And I forgot to mention Orvex, because of his height, he has sneak attack.
Yes!
Hell yeah, we have a rogue.
Yeah, he completely just runs that Sioux monster through as it hangs on his sword and then drops to the floor dead.
And now, whenever the Sioux monster's turn comes around, they're not going to have a good time.
But wait, there's more! He can actually move over to here and he'll attack this one over here.
Damn.
And also hit. Not quite enough, but it's still barely standing.
Orvex secretly a badass.
He can hold his own, surprisingly. Next up will be the Sioux monsters.
They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Right. The one next to you passes. The other one fails. But they're still both dead. Looking at the damage. I'm like, oh, hey, they passed. Oh, 16 damage. Beans.
Elise
says
looks
no.
up at the statue. Told you we could handle it.
Well, that takes care of
Alright.
that.
And as the last Sioux monster falls, you hear the rising of the portcullis behind you.
Elise is gonna snatch that cube.
All right. You now have the Wango Puzzle Cube.
Can we get the hell out of here, please?
Yes.
Okey-dokey.
Yep, there's nothing of value in here. The door's open. Let's go.
All right. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Enoch will just say, I swear, if there's a bunch of Yuan-ti out here.
Oh, by the way, there's some pumpkins if anybody wants any.
Yes,
I'll take a
please.
pumpkin, please.
Completed.
Multiple pumpkins.
We walk outside and are immediately ambushed.
Hey, more monkeys.
It's like the Marin's Dagon quest in Skyrim, where it's like you get to the temple and then he's like a parting gift, one for one final thing, and then it's just two Gamora spawn.
All right.
Mayor's Dagon's an asshole.
Yes, we
Been
know
in
this.
Mall Bog.
Actually, I have to double check something real quick here. Now that you mention it. Da-da-da-da-da.
I think about
And
it.
before Daedra tier list, let's go.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I think I like every other Daedric Lord except for those two specifically because they're assholes.
Periite is a good bean.
Sanguinus is a fun time, and so is Sheogorath. Or damn it, fumbling.
Sheogorath is god tier.
That's
Yeah.
the second time I've been in a stream today where he got brought up. That had nothing to do with Skyrim.
Jeez, man.
Wrong map. Wrong map. I'm sorry.
Real
Computer
quick,
map.
Caitlin,
Let's
how
do it
many
here.
d6 did you roll for the pumpkins?
I believe it's 3. It was a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, back up.
Same. Oh.
All right, so you have Longo's Shrine completed. Right there. So, what would you guys like to do here?
I think it's time for another scouting mission. Dan will pull out his broom and wait for someone to join him.
Has anyone here not gotten on the broom yet?
Enoch hasn't, but Enoch's not volunteering.
Enoch hasn't gone on yet.
It's extremely funny. Like I highly recommend.
At least just nods.
Oh.
Do
Fine.
it. Do it. Yay!
Right.
You have no reason to talk yourself out of this. You're getting it to fly.
One of us. One of us.
Enoch is just deadpan on the broom.
Yay.
You will be perfectly safe. Don't worry.
Yes. And worst case scenario, we can fog cloud and make it difficult to hit us if anything bad happens.
That does not fill me full of confidence.
Well, I haven't had to do it yet, so...
Alright, so... I think probably getting up to about here would probably be a good point for scouting.
Yeah. We're gonna keep what we've been doing high enough that we can get a good view, but not high enough where we're completely sitting ducks.
All right. So, as you go to fly around, where specifically would you like to look at?
Enoch would probably try to check out the flooded area, make sure there's nothing there that we might need.
I was thinking about looking right there.
All
Yeah,
right.
that looks
That
like a
region.
shrine right there that's currently flooded.
All right. As you go to fly over that way, off to your left, a derelict market hall stands on the street corner ahead. Frayed cloth awnings hang in tatters above a broad alley lined with stalls.
Well, we could
Oops,
check. That
oops,
seems
sorry.
probably. I was gonna say that seems like our best bet for finding anything useful if it hasn't already been scavenged.
Right. We should definitely give it a quick look.
Let's see. Something else here too. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. But then as you fly closer to over here. All right. Da-da-da-da. Crocodiles wallow in this muddy lake bed from which rises a walled ruin. Two columns flank the entrance, carved with images of a long-legged bird with a needle-like beak. At the building's front, slimy steps ascend to an entry arch.
Yep, that's a temple.
Yep.
The only difficult thing is how we're going to get everyone here. I mean, I suppose we have the boat, but
There's also right here in the far corner, I just noticed above game, looks like another temple too.
But would we be able to see it from here?
That is a good question.
Roll a perception check, I'll say from there.
11.
10.
You see some other buildings. From where you're at, you can't necessarily discern from there.
It could be something else in the other flooded areas of the temple, but I think this is a good place to go for now.
I'd like to check and see if how strong the current is around this area.
I'll say roll a perception check.
21.
21.
21.
Anyway,
As you go to look at the current that's mulling about, it's probably not as strong right here. You suspect that you might be able to tread through that, but something else does capture your eye, Enoch.
Oh no.
As waiting by the obelisks, you see a group of humanoids crouching near the entrance. Some of them with bows drawn.
Dan,
And it
time to
seems
move.
like they've taken notice you.
Dan, time to move. Time to move. Time to move.
Dan's gonna cast Fog Cloud and head in the opposite direction.
All right, you begin your tactical retreat.
Oh wait, I have my where is it? Level 1, I believe. Yep. Nebula Nubis.
Well, so that one's a toss up from what I can see. It looked like I'd guess the Yanti are there, so they've either already taken everything out of the temple, or they're waiting for somebody to do stuff in the temple. Either way, they're there, and they now know that we have seen them.
Well, I guess we will either have to be friends or we will have to fight them.
Can we rest?
Oh yeah, you don't mind.
That's good, because I at least need that like hour breather so I can get my magic back.
I can do a
All
short
right.
rest. I don't mind.
What time is it for right now?
It's probably getting into late afternoon as you see the sun beginning to set just above the cliff line to the west.
That'd be a smart idea for us to take a full, get a good shot in the morning.
The
All
rest
right.
would be good at this point.
All right, so as you begin to ponder a good place to lay down low for a long rest, that seems like a good place to end our session for tonight.
All right.
Ooh.
We're taking a long rest above game.
That depends on where you would like to attempt the long rest.
I mean, we could probably just attempt it right back in the temple that we just came out
I'd
of.
rather not. That temple's a big old bottleneck, which
Let's find like an empty building that has nothing in it and just rest in there.
like
We
all
could
the empty
try
buildings.
Yeah, there's a
Alright.
lot of buildings
Yeah.
to check.
That
But we
might
could
be a
also
good
go
spot.
down to the market.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
remember there's a market.
Zeno, go ahead and roll percentile for me real quick for that building.
28.
28. Yeah, that building's empty. You can attempt to do a long rest in there.
Looks like it's clear in here.
All right, let's hunker down.
All right. Good session, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
And who knows?
I'm so
what next
happy you
session we'll
guys
have.
went and actually did the thing with the King of Feathers. Honestly, that was one of my favorite encounters going into this.
Eventually.
It just like it devolved from like, okay, we're gonna try to stealthily sneak by and take the thing to, oh, it spotted us, let's retreat to, oh, well, now we're fighting it.
I'm honestly glad I was told to drop the dark bubble because I was like, that ain't gonna work at all. It's just a walking dark bubble.
And when Wick was right all along about being a magical dinosaur.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chat's
The
still
one
like.
thing-
Chat's still going. Rip Maurice.
Rip Maurice, the King of Feathers.
It's a
The king
shame.
is dead, long live the king.
We could have been friends, Maurice, but you had to go and chase us. It was out of our hands.
All right. Well, let's start going around the horn. Caitlin, where can they find you?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, Caitlin C37, where I do art. Commissions are open, so if you want a painting, just find all my information there.
Alrighty. Milla, where can they find you?
Hello, you can find me on Twitter at MillenNinjaNerd, where I usually tweet about stuff. You can also find me occasionally streaming at twitch.tv/MillenNinja. Might do a stream either early morning or late afternoon tomorrow. We'll see how I feel for that. You can also find me Mondays at twitch.tv/Jake, where we play through Trials of Eros, our homebrew campaign. Stuff's about to get real, yo! Big, important concordant event's gonna happen, so it seems like that'd be a good time to join in. So, yeah, that's gonna be a blast and a half.
You know things are bad whenever I get a message being like, hey, your one-shot character has to come back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that means you, Jay Frost, Fawn, Rabbit.
Yeah. No, let me go down this list. Me, Sean, aka Trash King Arisen, J Frost, Punkyard Dog, Farting
Joe
Tart.
Mojo.
Yes, Joe Mojo. And Hey Mr. Rabbit. Let me put it this way. If you hear the phrase, the Scoblins return, things are really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, we will have great music. But, going back around the horn, Chaco, where can they find you?
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie101. You can find me right here on Twitch, ChocolateZombie101, where I just mostly hang out and chat. Quick show, if you guys like D&D and a lot more, tomorrow you can find the official grand finale of the Unexpectables on twitch.tv/Unexpectables. They're doing a earlier start, which I believe is 4 o'clock Pacific / 7 Eastern, if I remember correctly.
4 Central, I believe, is what I saw.
No, 6 Central, I think.
Anyway.
Well, it's
gonna be
Regardless, it's been quite the time. It's been a good, I want to say 4 years that campaign has been around, maybe 5. A long journey for everybody there, and it'll be a very, very interesting and exciting experience to see the end of it all. So if you've got nothing to do tomorrow and want to watch more D&D, there you go.
Yeah.
DeLuna, where can they find you?
They can find me at Twitter at DLuna1338. Same, or at Twitch and YouTube at Luna13. Speaking to Unexpectables, I'm almost 100% certain that without that show, I probably wouldn't have met any of the people I'm playing with right now. So that's thank you for that more by itself.
Honestly, same, dude.
Yeah. They got me back in D&D, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, between that and the TFS at the table, the first campaign they did, that's what really got me into D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had heard about it before, and I had had a little experience with it, but that's what made me really dive hard into it.
Yeah, that awkward moment when I think back and I realize the way that me and Bosco first met each other was me very drunk making jokes about how I would take more drinks every time Remy would make a charisma roll and fail. Yeah, no, that he got me very drunk over many years. But
Technically, Unexpectables is also like how I learned about it for the first time.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Same on that one too.
Yep, samesies. I nonstop did a lot of Remy art. Lot.
I still tell El Bosco whenever he does a signing stream, he needs to get like a Remy poster done by you, so that way he can sign
I
that.
wish he would.
Mhm.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Meanwhile, Bosco would just be like, "Why though?"
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
He's a guest character.
Because I'll bully him into it, that's why.
But why?
Oh Lord. Let's hope Bosco doesn't find out and decide to get horribly competitive with things to come. But aside from that, Draco, where can they find you?
Hey everyone, you can find me on YouTube as Draco Magnius. I am on Twitter at DMagnius. And you can find me right here on Twitch at Draco_Magnius. We're doing Paper Mario, and we're about to enter the Forever Forest. Spooky forest full of ghosts, plants, and a horrifying monster called Tubba Blubba that eats ghosts. That's going to be fun and interesting. Probably my second favorite chapter. My favorite's the one coming after.
That is a very intriguing name for a monster.
Yep.
The more you go on about this game, the more I'm just like, he's making shit up.
I mean,
not.
as somebody
That's
who has
the
played
fun
Paper
thing.
Mario, Tubba Blubba is a real thing. His
Oh, no.
story is, yeah.
Oh no, I
I
misheard.
played
I
Paper
thought he was still
Mario, but
talking
just-
about. I thought he was still talking about that game Amore.
No, I finished Amori a while ago. That was a really emotional end.
Okay. Well, aside from that, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can also find me on Twitter and YouTube at the same place. YouTube if you want to catch up on any Chulta personalities. No, Chulta personalities, sorry. Gotta get the name right. As well as Saved by the Spell, which this Saturday will be episode 3 of Saved by a Spell. We're about to meet one of the DM's favorite NPCs that he created. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. The more I say it, I'll eventually believe it. But we might be playing some more stuff. I've been grinding in Code Vein in the off time because, dear lord, the level scaling in that game is terrible like any Souls game, so I may have had to grind almost 20 levels.
My only hope is that maybe in some point in the campaign you guys happen to beat a certain black planeswalker.
I mean, that is up for debate. They are not stat in the actual book, but we're doing a lot of homebrew, so maybe. Aside from that, like I said, maybe some Code Vein. I also picked up some games that were on the, I will call it the Steam Weeb sale, because a bunch of JRPGs just went on sale for no apparent reason. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll steal these. I didn't just quit my job. I can be fiscally responsible. But keep an eye out for that, and now it's time for us to find somebody to raid.
Let's see. I see Brawl Kaiser's on. VegBLT.
Connor's on.
Kaiser, Connor, and Coup Eater I have on my list.
I feel that because of, like, we should just raid Connor, the message should be thank you for Unexpectables.
Alright, that sounds fine.
Like, again, like, because, like, we're all getting sentimental about it right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be fine with that.
I mean, I was gonna suggest Rip Maurice, but that works absolutely.
I mean,
Thanks for the Expectables. P.S. Rip Maurice.
That's a lot, but either way, thanks for all coming out, and stay tuned for next week. We might have some surprises in store for everybody.
Ooh.
Indeed.
Alrighty, you all have a good night.
Yeah.